Do do do.
Can you hear the fight at all?
I can hear no fight. I can hear my fight. I don't
Okay,
think
good, good.
I can hear yours. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Reject Rundown. Thank y'all for tuning in here. Not alone. Old man, say what's up, man. What's up, everybody?
Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's old man RJ, the oldest player in the game, the oldest man in the land, the oldest dude with the crude haircut.
Well, man, thank you for joining. If you guys aren't noticing right now, we are watching and tuning in to watch UFC Fight Night tonight. Strickland returns to the octagon after a year out. The last fight he fought, old man, was the DDP fight, where he lost the title to DDP. And what's it called? He's been out for a whole year. That whole since February 2025. Right. I'm like, I noticed it.
Probably he did a lot of training. He's been training a lot of fighters though since he's been out though, right?
Oh yeah, he's been all over. Like in different arenas, different training camps, messing around, doing some squat ups and stuff like that between some other fighters and everything. Didn't really even really notice, old man. I did not realize that he was fighting at all today until like because he's been so much on the like media wise lately, and especially for shit talking about the Ronda Rousey announcement versus Gina on Netflix, and some other comments he made is kind of hidden, mainstream. So his nuisance has kind of got his name out there. So I think that's the only reason why I remembered to be like, oh, this guy has a fight tonight. Forgot about that. Let me tune in. Let me see this guy get knocked the hell out.
Well, you
Ridiculous.
never know what's gonna happen the outcome, but it's a good chance of redemption. You know, you lost several fights. You lost to the knockout artist.
Yep.
Then you lost to DDP.
Right.
So now, it's your redemption. You got to beat this guy to go against the next guy. The
Right.
thing I like about UFC is that they do give you a chance to redeem yourself when you're a money person. You know, remember that guy who's not undefeated? He has a losing streak and he fights almost every time in UFC.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. This is crazy. So
Hmm.
that's my thing.
They,
I'm not too sure what's gonna happen. I really do hope Hernandez, beats this guy because I just don't like Strickland. He talks out of his ass, in my opinion, and I think he needs to get his block knocked off. In my opinion, he's that he
he,
reminds me of the cocky guy in the locker room that just doesn't know when to shut up. Like he's okay to scrap with anybody. He'll win a few fights or whatever the case would be. But even if he gets himself knocked down, he'll still want to be talking shit. And it's like, I mean, don't you can't be mad too much about it, but it's also just that annoying friend that just doesn't know when to stop. You know, that's what it reminds me of, really.
just keeps going and going.
Yeah, just keeps going and going, doesn't know when to shut up, and has some really strong views that I don't agree with. I put it that way. He expresses it out there a lot, and you got to respect another person's opinion, but some of his opinion can be a little. It's just his views on things is not what I agree with, especially about what he said between Gina and Ronda. Like, there's some parts I agree with, but some parts it's like, okay, you're a little bit overboard, my guy. A little bit over. You went too far. Like, you were right there on track, but said too much, man. You said too much. So we'll see.
And
We'll see, man.
probably you never know. Like, look at the fact that today, he didn't. You barely knew he had a main event. You barely
Right.
knew he had a fight card.
Right.
And right now, everybody's aware of Gina versus Ronda.
Right.
And one of the last times you saw Gina and Ronda in a cage,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
that's
true.
why it makes sense on why he's not really like he what he said, which I only saw a piece of what he said. I didn't see here read the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got that part where he said, "Who gives a f word about it?" And in my mind, I'm like,
Right.
that's just him saying, "I right now, I have a main event. Why is nobody talking about it?"
Right. Well, I might not say none so much. Agreed. Agreed. Oh, earlier, I was watching this earlier, and they were celebrating Bruce Buffer's 30-year anniversary, old man. 30 years as an announcer in the
Damn,
UFC.
that means like he's been doing this 10 years more, 10 years less than I've been born.
I know, 7. He's like, what's it called? I'm about to be, it's going to be 8 for me. So, yeah, that's crazy. Great fucking job, man. Bruce Buffer, one of the best. One of the best. One of the greatest announcers out there. I don't think, oh, man, that you growing up in life would really want to sit there and say, hey, I want to become an announcer for any franchise. Now, it's never been in someone's mind, right? But
No,
this guy
but
this guy took it and said, I like doing something like that. I like bringing out things like this. And once he did it for UFC, he fell in love with it, and he's been there ever since, man. He's been there since the beginning, since the part where they were just about to shut down. Then all of a sudden, the rise, the RONDA and stuff like that, announcements and everything like that. The division of John Jones era, the freaking Anderson Silva era, GSP era. Like, man, he's been there all over, all over.
well, here's the funny thing about it. You know what's crazy? Like they said, him and Michael Buffer, they didn't know they were brothers until later
Right,
on.
right.
And but the thing that surprises me is how even though they didn't know they're brothers, even though they have the last name, how the crazy thing is they both have the same energy of announcing. Of course,
Facts.
Bruce is more like, more energetic. But
Right. More
Michael,
hype.
yeah. But Michael is more classy when he does it. Michael's like, "Hello, everybody, welcome. Let's get ready to rumble." And
Right.
this guy's everywhere. He's like, "Check it out. This guy's gonna fight that guy. That guy's gonna fight that guy." But it's still the same. You feel like the same rhythm between both of them.
Agreed. You
And the
still felt
funny
hype.
part, yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
the, the funny part is it's funny how both men are brothers. They chose the same profession in life. They're both made it big to
Yeah.
where a lot of people know them within the sport. Who doesn't know
Right.
Michael Buffer? Who doesn't know Bruce Buffer when they talk about
Facts.
UFC?
Facts.
That's a crazy thing. It's how they pearl so much into this world.
Agreed. And the one thing I was like looking at it, I'm like, it's for UFC fighters. If you were to swap them in either or division, I don't think either or would be as good as who they are. Like the classiness that comes with boxing and how the era of boxing was, and in a sense, say was the classiness of it, because with Ali and Frazier, and then all of a sudden the rise of, then you had Tyson, then you have freaking, the De La Hoya era, the freaking who else did he announce for? Mayweather a few times. During that era, the classiness that comes with that, of that, that was his era. That was his
I think he did Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather.
many
Their
members.
fights.
Yeah. And then even did WrestleMania, if I'm mistaken, right?
No, he did WCW.
Oh, WCW. There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
Okay, I remember
did.
that.
He would do like the main event of Monday Nitro, and he would do. I think he did the main event of the pay too when he wasn't doing boxing,
Gotcha.
since it was
Not
on a
bad.
Sunday.
Yeah, they're not bad. Not bad at all. And it's like you would have swapped them, you wouldn't have gotten the same, you wouldn't have gotten the same energy. And the way they
Nah,
are, and especially with Bruce Buffer, it like Bruce and UFC made match in heaven between the two. Like he loves, the vibe of the fighters. He hypes them up. He gets that fighter ready when it comes to like, I want to fight and fight right now in this octagon. Like he gets it. And then, for him to, do his own thing and bring up his own style of how he announces a person's name to it and stuff like that. It's like it brings you that energy. And it's like that's freaking awesome. Can't do nothing but respect that for sure.
and now
Excited.
they're actually the fight is going on.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah. Round one, everybody. 3 minutes in. Hernandez versus Strickland. Hernandez wearing the green tights. Strickland wearing the white. And good jab from Strickland. It looks
I
like
know
Hernandez
Hernandez
is
is like hesitating to come in, but then again, I don't call it hesitate because sometimes he's just studying the fighter.
right. He wants to understand the distance, especially where it goes, because Hernandez wants to strike. He definitely wants to strike. And he's
But you know
pushing
that
forward.
it's hard to go against a guy like Strickland who's
Oh,
pretty much good defense.
Facts. Great jab
Don't
from
forget,
fucking
Strickland's
Hernandez.
been training with
Oh,
Alex Pereira,
Pereira.
so
Yep. Oh. Hernandez backing up a little bit. Strickland went forward and landed a good combo, left, right.
I'm looking at it right now. Nice little kick
Oh,
from Strickland to the knee.
yep. He
That
loves that.
jab just popped him back.
The punches and bunches. That
Ooh,
slogan right
two,
there.
three, four, five.
Oh,
That was like a
oh,
7-piece
Hernandez.
combo.
Great.
If I'm Hernandez, you're gonna have to start learning how to block, dodge, and weave, man. You gotta watch dodgeball once in a while, buddy.
Dodge, dip, and dodge. You're gonna do the 5 Ds.
Fucking take a hit from a wrench or something.
For real.
Learn how to dodge the wrench. You know, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a punch like those. Cause damn,
That's funny. Freaking Strickland, man. Strickland, like he just loves to just keep throwing punches. Like he doesn't not want to stop. He'll throw a jab, throw a little body kick, throw a freaking Strickland goes down. Look like a trip. Didn't look like a hit. Look like a trip. Man. Yeah. What was I saying? Strickland likes to throw. And see, he's relaxed and going one direction because Hernandez is setting him up. If you notice, old man, he keeps jabbing him with the left, and Strickland's moving to his right. Yeah, right. No, moving to his left. So then that way
he's
Hernandez.
moving to the left.
So that way
If I'm
Hernandez
Hernandez,
could throw that right hook. Oh, great right hook from fucking Strickland.
ooh, nice one from.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait, how far are you, man? I forgot. Last time we did this, we were like, you're ahead of me or something like that. Damn.
I think I'm behind you this time. I'm at 50 seconds.
You're at 50?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm way ahead of you. Yeah, you're way behind me, man. I'm at 14 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, now it's
If
10.
you want, once it gets to the corner, pause it, and then I'll let you know when I'm at the corner.
Facts. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Man. Okay. You let me know.
Right.
Let me know when you're at 1.
I'll tell you the minute it hits one, I'll let you know so we continue.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody who's watching it at home, watching us and listening to us.
Facts.
Technical difficulties where one TV is just ahead of the other. You see,
Yeah,
I can't believe that happens. Like, what type of cable company is this? Where mine is 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm pausing mine so we can catch up. Ready?
All right. No, I get
play on yours.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
They're walking to the corners.
Yeah, they are.
Not bad, man. Quarterville.
No,
not bad at all.
Here comes the best part of the fights, man. You know, the corner is always where it's at. You know.
Yep.
Because you get to hear the cornerman talk. Yeah. It's always good to know that the cornerman gets stuck.
It's not bad, man. What's it called? Hernandez is pressuring, but he is getting hit. Definitely, Strickland's rocking him, but Hernandez ain't shy off of it. He's throwing something back at him. I just don't know who's hitting harder for it to hurt more right now.
Well, I think Strickland is just hitting with smooth jabs. I think if you look at it, it's kind of like he's opening him up in a way.
Okay.
He's throwing jabs, catching him off. So probably trying to set up a big hit here and there.
Got it.
But those jabs, they do a number on you. One, they score you points.
Right. Exactly. Definitely agree.
Right. So Hernandez.
Did they say where Hernandez was from?
I don't even know. We were talking, so you get to hear.
Let me look it up real quick while we're talking about it.
All right. So while Tony looks it up, Strickland circling around to his left like he was a while ago. Hernandez is just following him. Nice kick from Hernandez, but I think it was blocked by Strickland. Strickland is just trying to throw the jab, but he's just feinting it, so he's not really throwing it at all. Hernandez went in for a takedown, but Strickland just backed off. Strickland they're just tossing punches and doing nothing. Ooh, nice little punch from Hernandez, but Strickland backed off. Strickland catches him with a nice combo. Hernandez enters the combo, but Strickland steps off of the cage and backs off. They touch gloves. There's respect of what just happened between both men. Uh, nice little punch from Strickland, but Hernandez ducks it, so it was more of a like just caught the top of his head. Nothing really, no damage there. Strickland moving towards his left again. Nice little jab. No impact, no damage. Hernandez still coming forward. At least he's not eating as much jabs as he was the last round. So he's dodging, he's bobbing and weaving. He's ducking. Yeah, he's learning. They must have told him, hey man, you remember Dodgeball? Yeah, good movie. Well, you gotta start doing that
shit. Oh, he's Mexican American. That's what's up.
No wonder it keeps coming forward.
Yeah, parents are from Mexico, and like it looks like he was born in California. Yeah, I was born in the States, born in California. That's right. Got that Mexican American vibe. I can tell. Not bad.
Nothing wrong with Mexican people. Nothing wrong with them. But you gotta.
Of course, there's nothing wrong with the ball, man. It's because we Mexican. What are you talking about?
You got to stop being the attacker. You got to start learning how to defense and just walking into these punches, man. That's the problem with a lot of them.
Facts. Wait, so how far are you? Where's your timetable?
2 minutes and 34 seconds.
All right, I'm still ahead of you. I'm 2 minutes and 26. No.
All right, not too bad.
Yeah, doing pretty well.
Not like a while ago. A while ago, you were like hours ahead of me.
For real.
I think it might be because I jumped in too late, but it's weird because it should have.
It should start at the same time, so it's starting at It's starting at what's called live at the right moment.
Unless the broadcast is different in Wisconsin than it is in Illinois.
Could be.
Because I remember when we were we were recording at the other studio. I remember we were watching a wrestling pay-per-view, and I remember I think Jesse, our friend, he replied to us. He's like, "Oh shit, guys, I'm way behind."
Right.
So we had to tell him like nothing's happening yet, Jesse. There's no knockout.
Come on now.
At the 2-minute mark.
Not bad.
It happened.
Oh, good scrabble.
I mean, it still looks like a Strickland. Strickland keeping control of the fight.
Okay.
Luis Hernandez is still trying to scrap in there.
Right. Yeah,
but unless Hernandez has done something, there you go. Now you're doing something. The way you can beat Strickland, one, if you're Alex Pereira, because he had some punch and power on him.
Facts.
But two, Strickland is too much of he's too slow.
Yeah.
When he walks around. If I was any fighter learning how to fight against Strickland, it's good to learn how to start doing the Tyson what's it called? Peekaboo style.
Explain peekaboo style.
So Tyson's peekaboo style is he comes down kind of like how Hernandez did right now, where he goes down both hands and he starts moving left and right, trying to make you guess where he's gonna hit you.
Okay.
And if you swing at him, if you remember like when he did that exhibition with Roy Jones Jr. Remember how like he went in, Roy Jones did like a combo, and Tyson just pretty much side to side moves his head.
Yeah.
And that's peekaboo. It's moving your head and throwing your punches. He started throwing body punches, and then little by little, like he'll pop an uppercut when you least suspect it.
Nice. Okay.
For someone like as slow as Strickland, that's what you want to do. Learn how to go in slowly, to move your head, side to side, but start throwing those punches when he's not really looking at which hand's coming at him first.
Okay.
And Hernandez has that speed to do it.
Now, second round, who are you giving it to?
Ooh. I honestly think I have to give it to Strickland again.
Okay.
Because look at the replay. Boom,
Yeah.
punch in the face.
Oh, he's doing great defense, just throwing his hands out there.
He
Yep.
just blocked like 4 punches from Hernandez, and then boom, punch in the face.
Right.
And it's like he's actually telling him, "I'm gonna punch you with the right hand because you're coming in so fucking slow." He's like, "Here's my right, bam." Moreno fights on February.
Ah,
Oh damn.
Moreno. Look at that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. He's bad.
Same day as Elimination Chamber.
Yep. Strickland over there.
Strictly jabbing it.
Yeah. Not bad.
He throws a few kicks, but I like the
Better.
fact that when he throws a kick, he's not trying to throw him. He's trying to set him up for another punch, another jab or a hook.
Gotcha. Now, so
There you go, man.
what would you say as far as you giving this right now? Are you giving this two rounds to Strickland, or are you giving it 1-1 right now?
I would have to give it 2 to Strickland because I haven't seen
Strickland?
Hernandez do anything to gain a round. Except for this
Right.
one, I think the third round is looking like Hernandez is coming up.
Yeah. Hernandez looks like he's really trying to throw. It seems like
That's
what
a,
he's really trying to do is get, like, he's throwing his jabs out there, but he's trying to close the gap. He's trying to get close enough to Strickland so that way he can start throwing more of those elbows, because it seems like that's where it opens up Strickland a lot more.
That's the thing is you can't throw him if you. Because Strickland is keeping himself at a good distance. That's the one thing I'll tell you right
Yep.
now. If you look when he throws his jab, he's backing up when he does it.
Yep. And he's pushing them off.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
I
That was
think
weird.
they just
Was
shook
it just
hands
me, or was
about
that
it.
was weird? Strickland was like, "Hey, stop getting too close to me." Is that what it looked like to you?
Does that mean that the UFC is
Better not be
a
script, man.
little?
Ah,
Remember, I
man.
called out that Alex Pereira versus the one dude where Alex Pereira barely grazed the guy's head and the dude falls to the back, and Alex hits him 2 times and the referee stops the fight just
Yep.
for the guy to get back up like nothing happened. I'm like, what the heck?
Oh, oh,
Ooh, Hernandez is in trouble.
yeah, he is. He's not. Oh, he's out. He's down. He's down. He's going. Oh, it is over. Wow. Wow.
So now it makes you question one thing. Look at the
Bro.
fact that not Alex Hernandez, when he, like you said, he was pushing him off and probably telling him like, hey, not too hard, not too rough.
Right. Don't get so close, whatever case to be. Back up. Back up.
Does that tell you something like? And now with him telling him, okay, we got to finish it. Look at the fact that Hernandez gets up like nothing just happened.
I don't know, man. That was now he's pissed off. You see that? He pissed him off. Now Strickland wants to try to leave the octagon and say some stuff.
Yeah,
Ooh,
because
knee right in the ribs.
for me.
Right there. Oh, nasty knee in the ribs, bro. Ooh, nasty.
And no, I'm not anyone out, dude.
Oh. And now he's going at him. Yeah, he was swarming his ass straight up. Kept going
He
and
hit him with
going.
everything and the consistency.
Yep. For real. Where's my money, man? I want my money. You got fake
I
money for
told you to
fake
back off.
mustache. Got money for fake mustache for my money. Where's my money? This guy. Relax, Strickland. Relax.
Did you all see that? It's okay, man. Just let me back off. I did, brother. I backed off at the end.
Right. Oh no. That's kind of fishy to me. I gotta watch that show. Landmine. Or Landmine?
Yeah,
Landmine? Or Landman? Landman. I said
Landman? Landman?
I said
with Billy
landmine.
Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Landmine, where anyone can get blown up.
That's good. That's a good one.
Shit, ain't nothing more than this. Damn.
That looks fishy. I don't know. It's all right. Strickland got it, guys. It's all good. Whatever. Who cares? Fuck that guy. Bastard. Didn't want him to win. Damn it. Damn it, old man.
Hey man, old man didn't cheer for anyone left. Old man was waiting for the good stuff to happen and nothing happened no more. Like UFC got tired of the Ringos or something.
What's this? So third round. And it was crazy because Hernandez was coming in hot in the third round. He was coming in hot. He was like, I want to finish this now. But
and then so Strickland told him, hey, back off.
Back up, man. Back. That's not in the script. Not in the script.
We paid you to take the dive, not dive at me.
That's funny. That's what's up.
Hey, come here, man. I gotta tell you something.
All right, I'm gonna stop sharing this. I don't want to see this crap. Freaking Strickland, you suck. I'm gonna get prepped up. I'm ready for the show.
They're talking to each other now.
Yeah, talking weird.
We're still on air, right? Or not now?
Yeah, we're still on there. Of course.
Oh, okay.
We're not going nowhere.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure. And then we might go to YouTube. I mean, I might go to Prime and see the Ryan Garcia fight. You know, yeah. Prime is where it's at, people. You gotta pay for that stuff. You know, these guys work their butts off.
Yeah. All right. You can hush. I don't think I need to hear you anymore. You know, I'm gonna get this show prepped up real quick and get this on the screen for me, so I can be ready to post up. I wish Strickland not do all that. Move this over here. Sorry, guys. I know we're live still. I'm editing and moving this thing out the way. My apologies.
It's okay, everybody. At least you got a good taste of UFC today.
Yeah. We got a little fight going on. That was not bad. Not bad of a fight. I'm not too mad at it. I'm not excited for the outcome because I'm not really a big fan of Strickland, but nonetheless, it was an entertaining fight for sure. You know what I mean? It was definitely entertaining.
Yeah, entertaining, especially the main moment where he's like, "Back off me, dog! Back off of me!
Back off!" I didn't tell you to do that. I didn't tell you to do that at all. Okay, I said back up.
I didn't come here to put a show. I told you I want to beat you quick so I can go watch my show. Ryan Garcia's about to go fight. I put money on that thing.
I gotta go see it now. All right, let's move this over here. That could be there. Take off the Google. Take off. All right, take off that. I'll leave that up there.
Shaking his hand, congratulating her. Good job, Strickland. Thank you, man. Take a picture with us, all right?
Appreciate it very much. They're like, yeah. All right, you ready, old man?
Yeah, let me go. Let me search for the Ryan Garcia fight. Let me see how much that is. You know. Oh, they were showing the card for the next few cards, but I backed out. So Holloway versus Oliveira is going to be coming up too, also on March 7th.
I think that one for sure we gotta watch if we can, man. If we got the opportunity to, I definitely want to see that.
Yeah, I'm down for that one.
Because I'm telling you right now that I know Zach the Mac is gonna be all over that. You know what I'm saying?
The knockout artist.
Hell yeah, he loves his Max Holloway. He's gonna be all over Max Holloway. Like, yeah, that's the greatest boxer in the UFC. You know what I mean? That's his little thing.
And Moreno versus Canavan is on February 28th. Are we
Mm.
also going to be doing elimination chamber that day to
If we
jump back
can,
and forth?
yeah, if we can, for
Yeah,
sure. Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be here. I ain't going nowhere. I won't be watching it at the pay per view.
We all
I would
know
love
you
to
ain't going
be at
nowhere,
the
old
arena.
man. Yeah, we know you ain't going nowhere, man. You can't go nowhere. You stuck, man. The police want to sit there and say, "Oh man, relax, stay home and chill." Old man's like, "Oh man, no, Mike here. Oh man, want to leave.
Old man, go home.
And man, go home.
Old man, don't want to go home. I mean, old man want to go out, explore the city,
Oh man, don't
drive
like
crazy.
outdoors."
Old man's like that one guy from
Freaking next
Friday 2, I
Friday.
think it was.
Next Friday. Yep.
Next Friday. No
He's
more
like,
locked doors.
no more locked doors. Oh man, no light. I'm like, okay, sounds good. Oh man. All
Let's
right.
see, old man. Touching
All right, ready to
for.
roll? Ready to roll, man?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
always ready.
All right. Now on to the reject rundown news and reject rundown episode in general. Thank y'all for at least, staying with us right now and watching the watch party, joining us with the watch party, watching this some UFC fight night stuff, whatever. It was good while it lasted, but we got to get on to the nit and gritty of the show, get things rolling for sure. But first thing first, old man, RIP to Mr. Eric Dane, well-established actor out there who's been dealing with ALS, who is, if I'm not mistaken, excuse me if I apologize if I got this wrong, but dealing with ALS for like the last couple of years now that he found out that he had, and has been a very sharp decline in health over the last year and a half. I want to say it's been for sure, really sharp decline. Being very vocal, being very public with everything, with a lot of the actors, informing them what's going on about his health, and sticking with it. Luckily enough, if you guys are Euphoria fans, it was told that he did finish his recordings for that last season. So that series of season 3 of Euphoria, when it airs on HBO Max, that is his last appearance of the show, and his last acting appearance in general. So rest in peace, Mr. Eric. You were awesome. We loved you. I know my wife and I loved you for sure on Grey's Anatomy when we started watching our binge, old man. He was a big reason of why we fell in love with that show. They used to call him McSteamy because they had a doctor who was called McDreamy, and then this
Oh,
guy was called McSteamy on there because they were best friends and stuff like that. So, he was that doctor portrayal that pretty much slept with everybody. Was really good. He was that kind of
oh,
playboyish
okay.
kind of guy. Yeah, but great actor, funny, all around, great. But rest in peace. Hope the family does well, the Dane family. Um, definitely, have thoughts and prayers for sure. All right.
We also lost RoboCop.
Yeah, RoboCop too. Yeah, I forgot about that. He passed away as well. Where did he pass away from? Do you know?
Let me see. That I don't know. I would leave, but every time I would leave, I'm afraid I will
Oh
leave
yeah.
completely, and then so
Stay
you might have
tuned.
to check it on your computer.
Yeah, we'll follow up.
Uh,
We'll follow up. I'll see.
and
Let me.
then Robert Duvall, the guy, he played Tom in the Godfather movies.
Oh
He was the
yes,
dad in Kicking and Screaming. He passed away.
he passed away. And old man, did you see that? Somebody put that post on there in the last scene for Godfather 2 when everyone's getting up and walking away from the table, and uh, what's Al Pacino is the only one left at the dinner table. The actors that left the
But
table in order passed away in the order in life in general so far.
it's crazy. It's like
That's
one after another.
yes.
But the weird part of it, you realize Al Pacino's never left.
Yeah, never left. Stayed there at the table. So
And that's how it is right now. He's the only one left out of the whole group that was there.
facts.
All the brothers.
Yep. Which is crazy. Which is crazy. But
Mhm.
I think that was one of the most shocker ones for sure. I was like, man, now I got that, Godfather fever for sure. I want to see the Godfather now. Now I'm up on it. Yeah. We'll see.
Teddy
But
Atlas is actually I went to YouTube and I found Teddy Atlas is doing a watch party on the fight.
oh, there you go.
He's actually calling it.
Cool. There you go. That's not bad. All
I
right.
mean,
Yeah, yeah.
not that I'm watching him. I just wanted to check what's going on YouTube, and yeah,
Yeah,
Teddy
yeah.
Atlas just appeared. So yeah, that's what's going on.
Right. Right. Now, old man, AI is becoming a problem. It's becoming a big problem in Hollywood, if you didn't realize, old man. Now, I know we've been seeing a lot of cool skits, a lot of cool little, entourage, a lot of, crossovers and stuff like that. I get it, but it is causing a lot of chaos over there in Hollywood. Hollywood is not happy with the current state of AI. They are a lot of the companies are really, really upset at the fact that things AI is getting out of hand with a lot of these characters and stuff like that, and is really not appreciating the work that is going into this. Now, mind you, oh man, some of these crossovers that we've seen are pretty badass. All right, I give you. They are fan edited and they are pretty much, as fans, what we want to see at some points. And somehow Hollywood likes to be in control and likes to say, no, not right
Well,
now, maybe later. What is,
I'll tell you
I-
why. Because
I'll give you,
Hollywood
yeah,
wants.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
go
Give me
ahead.
your opinion.
I'll finish after you. Go ahead. I'll talk afterwards.
No, 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 it's okay. I will like get your opinion on it. Like I have some,
Oh,
I
okay.
do have a list. I do have a list of crossovers. Do you want me to name those off and then express?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So what we've seen so far, everybody, is Transformers Dinobots, pretty badass. Joe Rogan versus John Wick, Superman versus Apocalypse, the Snyderverse version, TMNT becomes Power Rangers, Deadpool versus Green Lantern, fans' opinion of the ending of Game of Thrones, which is a big one because the final season, how it ended, is not what the fans wanted. So someone decided to change it and made it the way fans wanted. Brad Pitt versus Tom Cruise was one of them. Jackie Chan carrying the Rock off in the sunset into one of the scenes. The Hulk versus Thanos of a what if Hulk won that fight when he fought Thanos in Infinity War. Avengers versus Justice League. Godzilla versus Optimus Prime and a Jaeger from Pacific Rim, and then the apology shake of hands between Drake and Kendrick on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon is really one of the big ones that have hit social media. Now, all of that seems was pretty cool, but what do you feel is the state of Hollywood right now? Why do you feel like they're upset, old man? Or what is your opinion on this?
Well, in my opinion, it's simple. Think about everything that you just mentioned. All of this within what weeks that they
Yeah.
appeared.
Yes.
Who knows how long it takes the AI to create all of this?
Right.
Imagine Hollywood now has to play catch up because AI is making Hollywood look bad. Think of the
Mm-hmm.
fact that, and we call it out, table of idiots.
Yes.
We said it before.
Correct.
It's the milk grabbing people. They wanted to milk the cow. I think the problem is that Hollywood never thought that people would one day be able to do what we're doing now. We're
Right.
getting. Imagine if somebody decides to make a full blown half an hour thing of Captain America and Wolverine teaming up, and you get an actual comic accurate old school team up between both of them.
Yep.
The way they would talk to each other,
Right.
and that's our video something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how long it would take Hollywood to do something like this, and who you're gonna, once this movie comes out, when Hollywood does it, how are people gonna react to what they saw there in the AI? If
Right.
AI is already hitting the chords correctly, people are gonna want to watch the AI. Look at how the numbers are gonna look. AI
Mm-hmm.
is probably pulling in 1,000 to 100,000 views, probably even millions now.
Probably.
So that's the problem. Is Hollywood is not happy because one, streaming is kicking Hollywood's ass.
Yep.
Why do you think they have, the whole situation with Netflix and Paramount? Soon, Paramount, even if it picks up WB, if it picks up Warner Brothers, if it buys it and all, with AI doing what it's doing, people are not going to go to Paramount because they're going to want to watch whatever the AI pulling up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
all
point.
that fighting of 80, $100 billion to buy a company to later on realize you're not, whatever you put at the movie theaters,
Yeah.
people are gonna probably, you're gonna probably have somebody say, let's put it this way: Paramount puts out Batman, Superman, Justice League, and then AI puts out a different Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
People and this Justice League follows the cartoons, follows the movies, gives us exactly the way we want it.
Right.
Paramount gives you what Paramount wants to give you. Netflix gives you
Exactly.
what Netflix wants to give you.
Right.
Who are you gonna go to? Are you gonna go to Paramount on Netflix, or are you gonna go to AI on YouTube?
Right. No, I agree, and I agree with that part. I do agree with your opinion on that. And to expand on that a little bit, it's exactly it. It's the matter of what the fans want. Like us as fans, when we're wanting to go see a movie, especially these superhero movies. Oh man, you could agree with me on this. Like when we want to see the Superman, these type of superhero movies, a lot of us want the comic accurate, cartoon accurate costumes. We want this. Yes, we get it. You have an actor and betraying this character, portraying, sorry,
Portraying.
this portraying this character. And yeah, the costume may not fit the what you're looking at, but then you want to add your own pizzazz to it, and us as fans are like, bro, we can't really connect to this. This isn't connecting us. Why? Because it's not the yellow spandex that we grew loving as Wolverine or the blue spandex in Superman. Like it's not the right one. Or the blue and gray Batman that we don't have that everybody really wanted to see on the screen. Like, why haven't we? And yet, and no matter how many times art like fans like vote for this or hype for this or speak for it, no one wants to give it, right? So now AI and people who are in, like as far as able to access this AI and create these skits in their own way is getting what they want. And you're right, they're allowing themselves to really show what ifs, and these what ifs are like no other. So it's crazy.
And
And the last time we seen Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt was in freaking Interview with a Vampire years ago back in the 90s, man. That was the last time, if
if I
I'm not
was,
mistaken, seen on the screen of them two.
yeah, if I was Stallone, I would put Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise in next Expendable movies, even if they're villains.
I would have put. I'm not.
Put,
Why wouldn't Brad Pitt be a villain in one of the Mission Impossible movies? You could have made Brad Pitt a villain in that one and just switch it
yeah,
over. Tom Cruise was a villain in Vampire that Interview with a Vampire, so switch it and make Brad Pitt the
well,
villain.
or just create a new movie with both of them in it.
Yeah,
Heck, even if they team up, it'd be cool to watch them team up. Kind of
you know what
buddy
would be
cop
funny?
movie with those two.
You know, it'd be good if they do it. If
But
I know they're redoing the Oceans movie, and since Brad Pitt and George Clooney are returning, what if Tom Cruise becomes a villain in that one?
he's a new owner of the hotel chain.
Yeah, right. Hotel chain, casino chains and stuff.
No,
Oh
here's
man.
another one they could do. Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, Fight Club.
Ah, very nice. Not bad at all. See, not bad at all.
Now,
And
here's a crazy thing about AI. I'm sorry to cut you off real quick,
no,
but I
you're fine.
want to say something that I like about AI. And this is, I was watching people create videos based on presidential moments.
Yeah,
They have Abraham Lincoln live talking to people
yeah,
on TikTok,
yeah.
going live on TikTok. Abe Lincoln. I'm just like, what the heck? You have and one of them they showed an AI video of a Moses crossing. No, not even
Hmm.
Moses. It was like somebody walking, and he has a cell phone in his hand, and he's recording himself walking through the sea that just got split.
Yeah,
And I'm like, damn man, that's actually pretty cool, because you're watching it like like if it was happening in now modern days.
yeah, yeah,
And it's cool and it's funny because, who would have expected to see Lincoln interacting with people on live TikTok
right.
soon? And that's the thing. It's at some point I do agree with AI. Like you shouldn't take dead people's faces and put them there and do this with them and do that with them.
Yeah,
But I like this. I like seeing things like this happen. I want to see how historic accurate they are. Like, and Lincoln talks to people modern day Lincoln.
yeah,
Will he also bring up things from the past? And does he also talk about things now? Like imagine Lincoln talking about, what's your favorite steak place to go to? Well, I love Texas Roadhouse. I like going over there with the family.
Yeah,
Like, come on, who things like this would be fun to talk to them to. But I would wish that they would do a historic version. Like, if somebody learned his history,
right.
read books about him, how would he be like today?
Okay,
And
that makes
watch
sense.
him today.
Yeah,
You know, listen to him talk about UFC. He was a fighter. He
right.
did sports. He did wrestling. What if he's a wrestling fan? Talk
Yeah,
about, I'm about to go to WrestleMania.
yeah.
Watch it live. So
No, that
things
makes
like
sense.
that. That's something I would love to sit down and watch.
Okay, all right. I see what you're talking about. That makes sense. That's not bad. And and this is my thing. Yeah, my opinion is with AI is it's not bad either. I agree with you. I would agree with you on this in the sense of I like the fact that it gives the fans a way of telling stories. There is a big problem. Had already knew that it was becoming a big problem, and it was going to be a problem for Hollywood and how they want to like maneuver their way of creating certain content. But it's also more or less of just like here's the thing, Hollywood. You keep putting up these roadblocks of your budgets and doing certain things of why you can't do this and you can't do that because of people's opinion or people's attitude get in the way of creativity. And yet here the consumer in us of want to watch these things, we have to suffer because we got to wait until you guys get your attitude in check in order to create the content. How long have we waited for a Gargoyles show that I've been advocating for so fucking long? How come we
Imagine
haven't?
it. Yeah.
How come it took this long for us to see Superman versus Apocalypse, the Snyderverse, on the big screen? You mean to tell me there was no way in heaven that Henry Cavill never wanted a face-off between them during the mix of all this, nor Zack Snyder wanted to create it? No, he wanted to, but who was in the way of doing so? The fucking company, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. There's the whole thing of what I said between Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. We got a crossover in the TV show, but why didn't we get a crossover in the movies? What took so long for Power Rangers to want to come about and make a movie about doing certain things? And even the actors that right now are there's some of the actors that are now um, doing interviews and they're talking about the issues that they had that was weird, where they figured there was gonna be it was gonna end up being a like them doing more movies, but somehow, some way, some shape or form, all of a sudden there was a holdup. There was some weird activity in the background, and they couldn't move forward of stuff like that. So that they can move forward with that. And what sucks because we love the actors, we love what they did. We didn't like the graphics, but we knew that they had potential, and all of a sudden roadblock, and that's what I'm saying. Like it sucks. It sucks why, in a sense of why this is occurring. And yeah, to them it's a problem, and they're going to sit there and advocate and say they're going to lose jobs and all this kind of stuff. Of course, but that also tells me like, well, maybe stop bitching and just create the content. The create the beauty, what we want to see. Create these phenomenal shows, stories that we want to be told, but you guys are holding it hostage because you guys have an attitude problem and nobody on that platform can get things together and finally just make it happen, Captain. Like it has to
I think the
come.
problem. Yeah,
Go ahead.
no, keep going. I'll tell you right now.
Well, I was gonna say it has to come from a fan who is in love with this character and that loves these stories and has this opportunity to do it from their cell phone to be like, here it is, boom, put it out there. Let's see how many views it's gonna get. And sure, it's gonna get views. It's definitely gonna get views. The fact that the fan made it with love is the matter of the fan wanting to appreciate it from love as well.
That I was about to bring up the fact that think of a long time ago, 1992 was a movie came out. This movie came out, fans went to watch it, but there were certain fans who weren't real fans of the product that went to watch it.
Yeah,
Those fans went and nitpicked everything about it. They went
right.
out and told WB and they told McDonald's and they told everybody, we're not happy with this because this movie was gory. It was strange. It wasn't what we wanted, and we
Right.
took our kids. Our kids got afraid of it. So
Right.
now, because of this, McDonald's cancels
Yes.
their thing. You
Contract.
know, they
Right.
canceled the contract with this film
Right.
industry. This
Right.
film industry, because they lost toy licenses, they fired the director behind it. Instead of
Right.
telling the director, "Hey, let's
Finish your
you
story.
know
Finish your trilogy.
finish the story, but we gotta cut you down on what you did the last time. Make your story. Do the third film. I'm talking about Batman, everybody.
That's right.
Do the third film. Bring in the Riddler like you planned. Bring in
Right.
Two-Face like you planned.
Uh-huh.
But just make it more family friendly, like you did with the first one.
Exactly.
That's all they had to do. I bet you they would have sold movies.
Yeah.
They would have got McDonald's to come back
Yep.
because they imagine they did the Joe Schumacher two versions of it. All they did was got a drinking cup, and that's it.
Right.
McDonald's hasn't brought back WB toys for a long time, all because of some couple of people who aren't fans of the product that went out and spoke up
Right.
about how they weren't happy, and they're
Yeah.
probably people that put money in McDonald's pockets.
Exactly.
So it's like now AI is doing what fans want. Shit, I
Mm-hmm.
would love to see some AI, and I'm bringing it out right now. AI creators. I need Michael freaking Keaton versus Robin Williams as Riddler versus Billy D. Williams, Two Face.
Yeah.
AI, make that happen. Make that
Yeah.
happen for an old man.
Please.
You make an
Yeah,
old
I
man
agree.
happy because
So
we deserve it. Us
agreed.
fans who were waiting for that third film, we deserve it
Yes.
because we got the Jim Carrey version, which was just two versions of the Joker in a movie.
Right.
So now
No, yeah.
imagine AI does this. What is WB gonna say? Well, they can't do nothing because, well, one, Robin Williams ain't here no more. God rest his
Mm-hmm.
soul.
Facts.
Two, you fired the guy who's creating it, and Michael Keaton is not young enough to do it no more.
Facts.
That's the thing about AI. AI is giving us what we as fans wanted back in the day.
Right. Right.
And now there's nobody. That's the problem with WB and McDonald's and all of them now is they can't restrict it. They could
Yeah.
sue and all, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
But right
Fine.
now they realize it's gonna continue.
Yeah.
We're gonna
It's
get it from one angle or another,
yep.
and you can't restrict it because no matter how hard you try, we found a way in.
Yeah.
Fans have
Exactly.
found a way in.
Yep. Yep.
And so what happens here is these movies are gonna come out. These shows, 15-minute clip, ten
Yep.
minute clip, whatever.
Right.
But people are gonna be drawn to it.
Mm-hmm.
And you, even if you make your movie, what's people gonna say? Well, you know, cool. We'll just wait for your movie to come out to streaming.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go to the movie theater, pay 30 to 40 to, pay $10 to watch a movie, pay 80 to eat food. No, we're gonna sit here and wait for it to stream.
Mm-hmm.
We're paying HBO Max already. Might as well get it there. Netflix might get it. We'll
Right.
just pay what we pay here. And we
Yeah.
have pizza at home. We have burgers at home.
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's is not gonna, now people are making their own food at home, cheaper, saves
Right.
them money. So what happens? Now AI comes out in a matter of seconds, same shit but better. We're gonna watch that.
Facts. That's very true. We're fans are gonna do so. Exactly right. We have the
And that's
choice.
the
We have the
thing.
option now.
hmm And that's the thing. It's not AI's fault that you guys fucked up. It's yourselves, your own fucking money hungry
Egos.
asses.
Your
Yeah,
egos. Your egos is
your
what Jack
ego.
you is where it drove to this. Your egos and your money greedy hands is what caused this. In order for someone to think about this and say, you know what, we can start utilizing this as a tool. And sure enough, the general fan is going to utilize this as a tool and show out to you Hollywood actors that, bro, I can do this on my phone for no more than within 15 seconds. Then why does the hell it take you almost a year to get this done? Pick up the pace, get it out there, give it to us so we can start watching this and make you some money in that way. Come on, let's not mess around. Please. On
hmm
some real. Good topic, Mold Man. Very good topic. Very good topic. Very good
Did
thing
you
to
just
get
call
on.
me old man, mold man?
I said, old man.
Oh, okay.
It just sounds like that because of my. Okay, don't judge me. She's in drapes.
I
Get on
won't
my
judge you
nerves.
unless you judge yourself.
Well, old man. Next thing on the
You know
board.
what? I'm gonna start using AI to talk to you.
Hey, yeah, you might be right. It might sound like the old man too. Like, old man don't like this. Old man says no.
You're gonna you can actually hire. You're gonna get the AI version of me. Oh man, and you're gonna get the way you want them to too. Oh
There you
man,
go.
tired.
Old
Oh
man
man,
time.
see bullshit. Oh man, smash dinosaur overhead. Oh man, eat dinosaur.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Now, old man though. Next thing that we got is that was announced this past week. All of a sudden, if I'm gonna say it was Monday or Tuesday, I think it was Monday. It just hit social media out of nowhere, commercial from Ronda, and then all of a sudden you see her and Gina face off, and then it's announced, oh hey, you know, Ronda Rousey returning to the octagon to face Gina Carano
Toronto.
in in the MMA bout on Netflix for developed by MVP Promotions, fighting under the umbrella of Jake Paul and Netflix right now currently, and it's going to be scheduled in May over there in California. Right, all of a sudden, big return for both fighters, and I'll give you this, old man. It's my opinion on this as of right now is I wanted to see this fight for sure, but I wanted to see this fight back in 2014, 2012 is when this was first established. Okay. To give you the sense stone, this was the big thing. Gina has not said anything negative about Ronda. They both really haven't talked trash about each other. They both respected each other, especially Gina. Gina has firmly all over her platforms, whatever you can look up with, has talked positives on Ronda in the sense of how she developed the women division, um, was able to get her name into UFC, become a big thing there because that's what Gina was trying to do back in the day, but because of the promotion that she was under currently got bought out by UFC, whatever contract it didn't work out in her favor, so hence why she gave up on MMA and decided moving to acting. Acting became a big thing, and we you've seen her some of the shows. She became a big thing over there in Disney on Mandalorian. She became a big thing in Fast and the Furious. She headlined her own movie in Haywire, and she's been all over the platforms. And Deadpool, she wasn't even a Deadpool. You know what I mean? So she's been in everything and thus far, and what's it called? Done really well enough for herself. So for her to step back in the octagon now against Ronda, to me seems a little. It's not. It's under MVP Promotions, so I can only sit there and say this is the type of fight they would put on. They would put together the type of fight where it's like it's you guys already past your prime, but because you guys are big name appearances in general, I'm sure people are going to tune in and watch it. Which, in all honesty, old man, I'm going to sit back and watch it. I'm going to watch this for sure. And who knows what was happening? Hold on a minute. You give me your opinion. I'm going to pass off to you, but I'll put my mic on mute real quick. So you go ahead and give your opinion on this real quick.
Okay, so good. I'm gonna talk for a little good minute, everybody. So those who don't like to listen to me rant and chant and talk for a minute, get ready because I'm gonna rant and chant and talk for a minute. And those who want to leave, well, thank you for leaving, but be sure to come back because there's gonna be a lot more fun afterwards. So let's talk about Ronda Rousey and then Gina Carano. The, so,
I'm back. Anyways,
my
go ahead.
opinion is simple. Welcome back. So my opinion is simple. It's never too late to get a fight. Look at how long we waited for Pacquiao and Mayweather. We
Yeah,
got something, but we didn't get what we wanted.
right.
And look how bad that turned out. People paid 100, and people lost 100.
Mm-hmm.
And now over here, it's on Netflix. You're not paying pay-per-view money.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
You're paying Netflix,
Right.
and you're getting these two to fight each other. They might not be. fast as they were, but they're at a certain age where it's not like 40-year-old Gina Carano versus 20-year-old Ronda. It's they're both at a good age. They're both past their prime. That means that they're both in a good stance to fight each other. I want to see what they changed in their style to
Oh,
compete against each other now that they're a little bit older.
okay.
Because they're not gonna get Ronda running toward her and doing what she did back in the day. This is
Right.
the Ronda Rousey who got knocked out twice. This
Right.
is the Gina Carano who's been in Hollywood. Hasn't, last time she fought, she lost to Cyborg. Uh, a person who was over. In my opinion, she looked like she was on steroids, and I don't want to say it. I'm just allegedly saying that,
Okay.
but it's true. Look at her. She doesn't look like unless she really hit the gym like crazy.
Okay.
But I feel like it was more of a strong thing. But Carano lost that fight, so these two going at it, I feel like it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fun. You're getting it free on Netflix, so why not just sit
Hmm.
back and enjoy? We
Okay.
talked about this is the same thing we talked about AI. The same thing we talked about Hollywood. Look at the fact that Dana White didn't want it. And I'm like, Dana White, right now, you could have, if you were a good promoter, like somebody like freaking, and I'm gonna put his name out there. People might not like it, but freaking someone like, damn, what's his name? Don King could have promoted
Hmm.
the living shit out of this fight,
Oh yeah.
and people would have sat and watched it.
Yeah.
It would have had a name too, like the Diamond in the Rough or something. And people have been like, oh shit, it's the Diamond in the Rough, Ronda versus Gina Carano,
Could be.
you know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It Dana White, if he would have done it, that's all Dana White would have had to do. But Dana White doesn't know how to promote a woman. He only knows
No.
to promote the top person, and that's it. When she
Right.
lost, he wasn't happy. Look what Alex Pereira, when Alex Pereira lost, he wasn't happy. He didn't know how to promote the other guys.
Right.
Somebody like Don King would have been able to promote anyone else in the UFC and made it look good.
Right. Right. Right.
Here,
Well.
that's the sad thing about Jake Paul is he doesn't know how to promote these girls. These girls are promoting themselves.
Hmm. I think the to
That's all I
kind
got.
of the to go on and to piggyback off of that. Oh man, when it came to Dana White for sure. Now it didn't shock me that she put him out there on blast and said, I reached out to Dana and I asked him, can we get this fight done and stuff like that, whatever. Now, Dana White definitely did want to have this fight, but he wanted to have this fight back in 2014 when Gina wasn't necessarily past her prime. She had just went to Hollywood a couple years before. She would have been perfectly fine going back to the training camp and give herself a solid one. Ronda was at her peak of her highlight of her freaking career of becoming the it girl in UFC and then skyrocketing into over to crossing over to movie goings and stuff like that. And but the one thing is that if you realize Dana doesn't want to put any effort in these fights like this, knowing that neither one of them should be fighting each other. He doesn't believe either one should be fighting each other. It's the same thing what he said about Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz. Neither one should have been fighting each other at their stage. Yeah, they have the names, but the fight itself is not going to be as entertaining as it should be, and the type of fights that he wants to put together, knowing that it could have been, but it isn't right now, and it's not going to be that way. That's why
Well,
it makes sense right now of why he passed on it, even though people are going to tune in and people want to see this, but it's just not to the caliber of what he wants to put his name behind, I think.
and it's funny because I'm gonna try to put two names that were past their primes and they fought each other. People went and watched it. They talked
Mhm.
about it the next day. Tyson and Roy Jones.
Yes. Yes. That was crazy.
That's the thing. Like I said, Dana White. It's not that Dana White looks at it and says, "I can't promote it. It's not gonna sell." Look at the fact that Tyson and Roy Jones were past their primes and they put on freaking 10 minutes of entertainment.
Yeah.
Hell of
Yep.
a fight, even though they were trying to knock each other out, but you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
There were no fans in the arena because it was during the
During
COVID thing.
correct.
But imagine that this would have happened around fans.
Yeah.
That's the thing. These two girls are about to fight in an arena full of fans.
Right.
They they're bound to sell. It's bound to
Yeah.
get tickets. The,
Facts.
yeah, I'd be surprised if it doesn't. The only people I might not go would be wrestling fans because Ronda's
The
gonna
hater.
piss a lot of them off.
She pissed
Yeah,
off the MMA fighters, right? MMA fans too as well. They're gonna tune in and watch her ass get beat, old man. And I tell you that right now. They're gonna watch her ass get beat, and that's why I'm tuning in. I really want Gina to go in there and beat her ass. Like I want her to be so crisp at her fighting skills again, the way she was, in order to throw haymakers at her. Because I've really Ronda pissed me off so much in the last 2 years of her media going and all her activities and stuff like that. You should talk about WWE. You should talk about UFC. You should talk about the fans. You should talk about the process of UFC. You should talk about the promotions. You should talk about the way your career was set up. You should talk about how it was highlighted. It's like you're not happy, bro. We put you at a certain pedestal and a certain point in your life. You would not be where you are if it wasn't for us backing you up, especially when it came to UFC in the MMA world. And you were the highlight of the women franchise and the women movement in MMA. You were that girl. UFC chose you to be that girl. Dana chose you to be the first woman to headline a UFC event. And for some reason, you want to do this whole honesty tour in your own opinion on how things went. And all of that was nothing but just the process was wrong. I had concussion, excuses after excuses, knowing you're a phenomenal fighter, knowing you have the love of the fans of supporting you. And then, right because you lost, everyone judged on the involvement of why you lost and critiqued the fight and how it was. You took it so offensive that they critiqued at that, and you discounted your fans and the wrestling, especially too. Now you're talking about wrestling. Now you talk about WWE fighters, and it's like, oh, this is easy. That's easy. If it was easy, then why didn't you stay? First off, if it was so easy, why didn't you put on great shows? No, you didn't like it. You know why? Because it was too hard for you. It was too hard. So you packed up your things and left. So no, I want to see Gina go out there and kick your ass. That's on tuning in. That's just me. That's just me. You brought it up,
I'll
old
tell
man.
you one thing. The reason why, now, in my opinion, it was good that they didn't fight back in the day. Gina Carano was making movies. She
Mm-hmm.
didn't
Mm-hmm.
have time to practice.
Right.
Remember what a boxer said about another boxer who was making films, doing
Yeah.
Hollywood. He didn't have time to prepare. When he
Mm-hmm.
went to fight him, he got schooled.
Right. You
I'm
lost
talking
that
about
dog.
Antonio Tarver. Yeah, I'm talking about Antonio Tarver versus Bernard Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
Hopkins said, "I'm about to fight Antonio Tarver. He's not going to have it in him to beat me because he's in Hollywood right now."
Right. Right.
Dana White wanted Gina Carano when she was in Hollywood because it would have been an easy win for Ronda.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying because it was at the point where he was feeding Ronda all these fighters.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at what happened when Ronda went against Holly Holm,
Oh, mm-hmm.
Amanda
And
Nunez.
And that's the thing. During that time when she had the Holly Holm fight, that was her peak. That was when she was in Hollywood. That's when she crossed over, did those movies, and got this and that. Once that fighter gets involved in all that kind of mixture of activities outside the octagon and earning their money in different platforms in different ways and stuff like that, and once they get that fight, the next fight, oh, we've seen it in fighters. It's coming and going. Like it's not. It's always going to be that. It's certain fighter is going to reach a certain plateau in their career where they're phenomenal. They're phenomenal. When they got different activities out and about and they're doing so many different things, that mindset is going to be thinned out so much to the point when they get actual into a fight, you can see it, nothing's clicking. And it's not that they're not intelligent. They're great. They still can pack a punch or whatever the case to be. But all of it's not clicking because now they're worried about, well, if I lose and I lose my career, then all of this is going to happen. If I get superly punched and I'm going to do this, that I want it because I want to be number one or whatever case to be. It's out the window because they are number one. So now it's like, well, I'm already number one. I already got this far. I'm ready to party. Like, it's out the window, man. It
It happens
sucks.
a lot.
It
Imagine
does.
Mike Tyson.
Right.
Tyson was undefeated, went party like crazy,
Yep.
and he partied the night before he was gonna go fight this guy. He
Hmm.
fights Buster, and in the luckiest night of a man's life, Buster Douglas knocks out Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Still,
It
there's
was
a
great.
lot of controversy in that fight, but still,
Right.
it shows that sometimes when somebody believes to be too invincible, it affects them. And you know
Yeah.
how that comes to play? Look at, call that out? Rocky. Rocky
Yeah.
3. You
Yeah.
see it in him. When
Yep.
he's out there, he's filming these commercials, he's doing all these things, he's
Yep.
on the Muppet Show.
Yep.
When he goes to fight Mr. T's Clover Lane was hungry.
Yep.
Rocky wasn't.
Right.
Clover Lane fed. He got fed. He got to eat.
Yep.
Rocky was the food.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
And then you see when he loses, he didn't, he took time off, but he went and trained, and he trained harder.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's sometimes when you lose, look at Buster Douglas. When he lost, I don't think he came back no more. He left.
Mm.
But Tyson, he's lost. No, let's look at somebody else.
Yeah.
Tyson lost. He's lost a few times, but he's come back. De La Hoya lost, and he's come back.
Right.
Chavez lost. He came back.
Right.
A lot of fighters who had that, that they had that ability to lose, but they went back to train again. They went back
Exactly.
to
Devote
focus
their
on why
time.
they lost.
Yep.
The problem with Ronda Rousey and the problem with Dana White is when somebody like Ronda loses, she left for a long time.
Yep. Yep.
His
Yep.
fault. His fault was he fed her to Amanda Nunes right away.
Yeah.
Exactly what he wants to do to Gina Carano.
Right.
I'm saying it now. When Ronda Rousey was at the top of her prime, Gina was on Hollywood.
Hmm.
He was gonna feed Gina to Ronda.
Yeah.
He did the same thing with Ronda Rousey against Amanda Nunes, man.
Right.
Ronda Rousey wasn't fighting. Her mind wasn't there no more. So he knew that. He knew that her mind wasn't there. So what did he do? He fed her to Amanda Nunes.
Hmm.
Instead of letting her have a few fights to build her out, to get her mind off, to bring her back into championship caliber,
Yeah.
he fed her so he could get rid of her.
Yeah.
That's the mentality that a man like Dana White had. It's
Hmm.
let me feed this one to my new lioness so that my new lioness becomes my new headliner, my new franchiser.
Hmm.
I make money off of her. I get
Yep.
rid of the other one.
Yeah.
And then when
Yeah.
he knows he can't make money, he he can't really do nothing with the person.
That's true.
And that's
No,
what
that's true.
happened right here.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
true.
now you got two girls that haven't been in the arena, haven't fought
Right.
nobody.
Right.
They didn't even have a tune-up fight, but they're gonna fight each other.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be interesting because both of them they haven't fought nobody. The
Right.
training has been solely focused on each other.
Hmm.
You're bound to get at least some entertainment out of it.
Agreed. Agreed. A lot of aggression coming about, especially it's weird because I feel like Gina is going to be that underdog of that Rocky moment. You know what I mean? Rocky Balboa, where it's been so long, I haven't been in the octagon, but we're gonna put on some iron, get some pain behind these punches, type of deal, and just let it all out there. Who knows if she fights afterwards, but I think that's going to be some. Now, old man, who wasn't happy about these announcements, was two people. And one of them we seen fight today. The other one beat one of the fighters and wanted to beat the other fighter, but never got the opportunity. Miss Chris Cyborg out there decided to go to X and state, make her comment and say, all those years of her of ducking me at 145 when we were both in our prime, question mark. I thought you had CTE or something, question mark. She has a point, old man, because wasn't that Rhonda's whole little tour of her going through things and talking about her book and saying, I was concussed. I wasn't, I didn't remember I was fighting when I went to the fight with Holly Holm. I didn't realize what was going on. I just needed to do the fight. All to promote her book, and that's what happens. Crazy.
Well,
Then you get Strickland out there interviewing, does his interview, and then says, when they asked him about the fight, he said, who gives a fuck, right? Crazy. But of course, us fans, we care. We give them. You know what I mean? We actually want to give our opinion and see this fight. We do. If you don't, okay, that's fine. But we do. So let it be. But what do you think, man? Did they have fair assessments?
Well, for me, if, the thing I'm about to say about Chris Cyborg against Ronda, I think Floyd Mayweather's ideal of Olympic style blood testing and all that to catch somebody on anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to prove yourself, do something like that. I
Okay.
think it would have been good to watch them fight each other, yes. But I really don't feel like there's something there with Chris, and I just don't. Like I said before, it's allegedly, but it's just my thoughts, my train of thought.
I agree.
I
I think
don't think
she was natty. I don't think she was natty.
no,
I don't think so.
and that's the thing is if she, I feel like she overdid some stuff to her get her body and her power out the way it was.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me, and that's what I'm saying. It's just my thought, not trying
Sounds
to
good.
throw dust at her.
Right,
But
right.
the fight would have been interesting. We seen what she could do around at that time when she was in her prime and she was like taking out people back and forth. One, it doesn't come to Ronda's decision; it comes to Dana White.
Facts.
And Dana White, I don't know if he just didn't want to put the fight together, or if he couldn't get Chris Edwards to leave to sign in sooner.
I don't think Dana wanted to put that fight together. I really don't think so. I don't think he really wanted to. I don't think any of us wanted to in a sense. I could see Dana saying no to that fight, particularly because she was a dog. She was a monster. She was Amanda Nunes before Amanda Nunes. And she was just
Hmm.
knocking the block off of fighters when she was on her run. And Ronda was not. She was growing in fan favorite, but wasn't there just yet. It was literally within that same year that she fought Holly Holm is when Cyborg decided to step in and come into UFC, if I'm not mistaken, and start fighting under the weight divisions and stuff like that, making a name for herself for UFC. So at that point, it was already kind of a little too late. They didn't want to. We're done. So there's no way Dana wanted to put that fight together because he would have known that by them two fighting at that stage of life, Miss Cyborg would have knocked her block off and ended Ronda's career prematurely than what it ended against Holly Holm. My opinion. You could just see how things maneuvered in that way. And then when Chris Cyborg came into UFC, in the beginning she was knocking people out. She was doing her thing again. And it wasn't until Amanda Nunes they fought each other, and Amanda Nunes got rocked in the fight in the first couple of punches. She got rocked, and then all of a sudden she ended up rocking Chris. So it's different, man. It's a whole different situation with all that, and I don't think for sure didn't see that fight even developing. No way, no shape or form whatsoever. Now after this, though, I can probably say that if Ronda does win, and if Chris does say enough, if Cyborg says enough, and this MMA event does really well, then maybe we can see a Cyborg versus Ronda over there on Netflix, an MMA event. Maybe, you know, we don't know if this whole MMA event's gonna be a whole full blown MMA event. Maybe there'll be some boxing matches, who knows, or kickboxing, who knows, or if it is all MMA events, then when we might see another card, we might see another one. I don't know, man. I think I might. Just saying that might happen. So don't be shocked.
It's all based on Jake Paul. He has the money for it. So he could start hiring more fighters to come in. Heck,
Mhm.
right now, like we saw, if he could get Ronda and Gina, what makes you think he's not going to try to get other retired
Mhm.
fighters out there or fighters who are looking for a new paycheck?
Right. Right.
You
And
might
do
get the Diaz brothers out there. Oh no, they don't like the Pauls, do they?
no, they definitely don't like to pause. But swing enough money around, Nick Diaz ain't afraid of putting some fight out. He will still sign the contract and still talk shit to fucking Paul and say that's fine. Let's put some out there. But he'll end up what's it called? He'll end up still talking shit in front of his face as he signed the contract. Like, yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass, blah blah blah, and sign the contract and be like, I'm gonna fuck him up, and then throw a water bottle on him right before he leaves the room. So he'll do it. And if I'm Jake and I'm Logan at that point, they'll be like, all right, bet, let's just make the fight because it's either way, it's gonna create a buzz. You know what I mean? So
That would be interesting.
yeah,
Right now, if Jake wants to compete into like leave the boxing ring. This is a
which
good
they
thing,
should.
man. Promote.
Yeah.
Yeah, after what Anthony Joshua did to him, I
Did you
agree.
know he was gonna go for another surgery?
No,
Yeah, he's going. They what's it called? I just saw one of the news and stuff. He just went in for another surgery on his jaw this past week. So I'm like, look at this guy. This guy. See what happens when you fight a boxer and your career, man. You might as well
I
just
think
give up now.
he must have thought that the script was going his way and it didn't.
Anthony's like, nah, out, cold, done.
He's like,
All right,
oh yeah, here, let me pay you back what you paid me. Bam.
right. Take my check. I don't care. I just want to knock you out. That's funny. Now other news. Speaking of, get it off the sports in the sense right now. Off of that a little bit. That was a good talk. Oh man, I appreciate that. But if you didn't know, now you know. Hannah Montana 20th anniversary is coming, old man. It is coming. And Miley Cyrus did announce that she will be returning as Hannah Montana on Disney Plus. She will be coming back. She's making her comeback, old man, which is phenomenal. Because it was one of Disney's best shows. It skyrocketed Miley Cyrus's career, where her vocals was. She's a great singer. I give her that. Phenomenal. She had a wishy-washy, type of afterwards, but I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be good. I think this is gonna be cool. She was funny. This was a good show after the ending of Raven's show. That's So Raven, and then this comes on Hannah Montana. This does really well on Disney, and here we are. We're getting the what's it called? An anniversary edition. So it's not bad in my opinion. I think that's what's up. What do you think? Excited to see it?
Yeah, I never watched the show before, but
Well,
hey,
never
she.
mind, man.
Sorry, man. There's a
Son of a
lot of
gun.
things the old man hasn't done, but I am cool with the fact that she's gonna do it. Um, the character itself is, a character she made popular. It'd be
Right.
weird to have a character named, have a 20-year anniversary of her show, and someone else portray that character. It's like, oh, Hannah Montana with this new young girl doing Hannah Montana. It's not the same flavor. It's kind of like we've seen it in various shows. We saw it with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We saw it with Family Matters. We saw it with I forgot where else. Roseanne. I forgot where else. But there's a lot of shows where a character gets replaced. Oh, that 70s show.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that 70s show they didn't replace Eric, so never mind. They just brought in but they replaced his sister. I remember
Right.
that they replaced his
Yeah.
sister. and it was a different actress, and it just didn't vibe the same.
Right.
And that's the thing I'm gonna say. It's the vibe is not there sometimes. So
Okay.
it's good that she's doing it
Yeah.
because someone else, you never know if you're gonna get the same vibe or not.
Agreed. Agreed. And I don't know if they have announced the rest of the team on there, but I'm sure they'll probably come in a little bit. There wasn't, if I'm not mistaken, there was an actor on there, one of the little guys that he was, younger actor. He may have passed away. I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that one, but I think there was one. So they may just end up doing, Miley Cyrus by herself. Maybe two of the co-workers, like the dad and the brother, who there was the portrayal. But I don't know. Not too sure. But it will be airing March 24th on streaming on Disney Plus. So those who want to tune in and watch Miley, return as Hannah Montana, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna hapen. I don't want to stay on there too
Funny,
long, man. Because
her dad on the show was her dad in real life, so he's
correct.
bound to come back.
Agreed. And which was pretty cool, man. I didn't realize when I found that out, I was like, oh, that's pretty nice. Didn't realize that was gonna happen, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. We shall see. We'll take from there. But on to one of your things that you do know of, oh man. Did you see the trailer for Toy Story 5? Because that came out as well. The full trailer.
Yeah,
And what did you think of
I
that one?
seen. I only seen that. I haven't seen the full trailer. I didn't know what the full one was up. I just
Yeah.
saw the fact that Tom Hanks as Woody is going bald.
I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the most funniest parts that I saw on there was the fact that they showed him going bald. And I'm like, these guys are freaking hilarious. I mean, it does make sense because the toy paint does fade away after a long period of time of wear and tear. And the last time he had a touch up was back in Toy Story 2. So now it's like here we are in Toy Story 5, and this is what's going on. So yeah, it's not too bad. And it very much seems the story does seem grounded. It does see it to me, in my opinion, it is gonna have some depth into it. And I feel like this is gonna, in my opinion, probably be better than Toy Story 4. I gotta say it, because I didn't really like Toy Story 4. I wasn't really a big fan of it. I did like Forky, but it just the story itself was kind of wishy-washy. It wasn't the same for me. I felt like they made it only enough to say goodbye to Woody, but yet here we are at Toy Story 5 saying hello back again to Woody. Like, what the hell? Like, make up your mind, people. Do you want to end it? Do you want to end it, or do you want to continue with it? Just stop with these weird stories that come about, because it made it so like heartbreaking, and you fell in love with the story in the sense of saying, we're saying goodbye to Woody. He's finally, separating from his team, and he's letting the team grow on their own and becoming this little girl's toys itself too, and giving her a good life as well. Like he gave, Andy a good life. And then all of a sudden, now here we are in Toy Story 5. Welcome back, Woody. You never left. And how's it going? And oh my God, forget what happened in number 4 because we're back together again. And here we are. Like, what the hell? So, I don't know. And then I hear, oh man, it's allegedly, I didn't put it at the allegedly it's been said part, but it's allegedly that Fuzzy or the Roscoe or Roscoe the bear that was in number 3 is making a return too. You
That's
heard about that?
interesting. Yeah, I heard about that. I wonder if he's gonna be a bad guy or if he's turned a new leaf.
It turns a new leaf. or
Remember
or
Buzz Light?
I was gonna
Uh huh.
say, or maybe it's not Lotso the hugging bear. What's it called? Maybe it's not the same one, because now it makes me want to rewatch number 3. But maybe it's not the same one, and maybe it's another bear from a different commercial. Like, oh, somebody who's on social media found the bear and decided to show us some love. Maybe it makes an appearance like that, especially with the leapfrog toy type of deal. iPad little rip off there. Like, what if she watches a video and it shows Lotso the bear, being collected in the trash or whatever, stuff like that, and here this little kid finds it, rewatches it, and then makes a comeback or something like that. Maybe that's what it is. But I don't think he's
Here's
going to
my
return to the team.
You kind of hit the point right where I was thinking too. But here's one thing. Remember in Toy Story 2, they walk into an aisle, right? Buzz Lightyear
Yeah.
walks to this aisle, and he turns around and he sees like nothing but Buzz Lightyear toys,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he becomes attracted to not the toys, but to the fact that one of them has a utility belt, and he wanted to steal that belt from one of the
Mhm.
toys, from one of the Buzz Lightyears. And what happens is that Buzz Lightyear, it traps him into that one spaceship while the fake one leaves.
Right.
So I'm thinking, what if Lotso the bear is actually not the same one? It's a different bear. Same
Okay.
toy, but just a different bear with probably a more nicer mindset.
Yeah. Could be.
Imagine if this one was more of a singer, dancer, shows up, saves the day at the end, and
That's
they
funny.
didn't trust him at all until he saves them, They're
Right.
probably in the same situation too, where they're about to fall into a boiler, and he's
Yep.
the one that saves them.
Yep. Could be.
So
No.
you never know. It'd be fun to
Yeah.
see something like that, but you gotta wait and see what they wrote.
Yeah. I agree. I know we're gonna watch, and I don't know. I'm gonna take the kids to go see it, so it is what it is. And we'll watch. We'll watch it,
Hey,
old man. We'll
you gotta
watch
do
it.
what you gotta do, man. You're a pappy. You got kids. You got a
Yeah.
kiddo, a kidette, another kidette, another baby kidette. You got that going on with your pappy mammy life.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Oh, hold on. Let me tune in
Me,
real quick.
I gotta take my kid too. His name is John. Yeah.
It's just okay. Now, before we move on board, we're going to jump into, highlights and peeps that's on there, of course. As we all remember, Dynasty Barbershop is a sponsor of ours. They did sponsor us with the mic that I am using, not the old man. I apologize, but you don't get the goods in using the mic. I get the goods, but it's all good. But it's for the show. It's for the show. We've all been able to use it in the recordings and stuff like that. And everything or not. But if you guys are in the Antioch, Illinois area, please use the barcode on there. Go on the app and book yourself an appointment because they got some great barbers over there. They're growing well enough, and they are just today, man. Just today I was over there, got taking a little man for his haircut. They will be becoming a sponsor for a little baseball team over there for an Antioch. So they're moving on to bigger, better things, man. Really exciting news. It's not, Alex the barber, brother of ours, doing big and better things. You know what I mean? Doing well things. So highlight on that for sure.
I would be getting my haircut, but cops
Yeah.
don't allow old men to drive no more for a minute.
That's plus old man
They
like gray
said
hair.
old man is danger for people because he's old. He can't drive like he used to when he was younger.
Facts. Now tune in if you guys listen in real quick. Wrestling, anything that's wrestling and talk about wrestling and stuff like that. We got to share Brother in Arms, Windy City Savage channel. Why don't you guys go on there on YouTube, watch with Windy City Savage and SG3, give you their rundown. Yeah, you like that. Give you their rundown over there on Mondays and stuff like that.
I
You can
know, I'm
find them.
sorry, Tony Kid, but you did wrong. Is Weed City Savage SG3? They dropped the elbow on the review.
Oh, very nice. I did not know that they had a little
Yeah.
sub there.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
I just built that up
Oh, you
for
just
them
added
right
it?
now.
Very okay.
Yeah,
That's the great mind. That's the great mind of an old man, huh? That's the veteran in you.
yeah. I still got some things here and there. I can still contract something. I can still mix a good old fashioned cake if I have to.
That sounds good. All right. That's not bad, not bad. Tune in the road there. Those guys are making work, man. Doing good things. Doing good things. As well as or Roll It Up podcast, let it on YouTube, but you also find it on Spotify with Zach the Mac, with a special guest and stuff and whatnot. And obviously me and the old man are in the background, saying have some good fun over there. But if you guys like your cannabis enjoyment of some family fun, or friendly fun, tune in over there and roll it up, man. New episodes
And
coming soon for sure.
one thing I can
Oh,
tell about Zach Mac is that
yeah.
he rolls it, he smokes it, but he doesn't choke on it because that's
There you
what
go.
pros don't do.
Hey, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna have to slow
You can
this
skip
up a
this
little bit.
guy. That's this guy, man. I
Nah,
don't know
nah, no. We
what's the
gotta put
two.
on.
Who is that?
Yeah, we gotta put a Restitute on there. If you guys don't know, now you know. Restitute, as always, on Spotify. Uh, got episodes over there for sure, man. Yes, you'll hear me, TDK, but you also hear Zach the Mech too as well. Joining the old man RJ and talking about everything that is wrestle. That's Wrestlitude, not just wrestling. That's in the name, of course, but anything that is around when it comes to major topics that old man likes to discuss, as well as the team itself, to give you the Wrestlitude. Right, old man?
I like that. I like that. It's finally you came up with a good one.
I tried. It can't. It started clicking in my head. You know what I'm saying? Let me put out something in that too.
We put the two in attitude.
Dude. Good one. Good one. Very good.
Damn, I need that shirt as a slogan. Russell Tude. We put the two in attitude.
Dude. Now, not only, last but not least, man, brothers and friends of ours at 216 Creator Studios, Mr. Tom and Alex. See, I remember his name.
Are you sure
Finally.
that's his name? Because I know he goes by Tom's partner. I don't know his name.
I mean,
who knows his name?
Yeah, you really can't see the guy, but you know, it is what it is. But let me tell you something, brother, man. Love those guys over there on 216 Creative Studios at Tom Productions, man. Phenomenal friends of ours. We've done some shows over there. We still got to do some more shows and stuff. You know, we love the show that we do and participate in and called What's the Review. That is a great show and a great concept of what we're helping out with that over there on the platform. And it's been fun. It is fun. They're a loving crew over there at Tom's Productions. So if you guys are interested in, you know, definitely making your own podcast or making your own shows on live YouTube and stuff like that, please reach out to Tom Productions and 216 Creative Studios. They got a nice little place over there in what city is that? A little past Round Lake. I apologize. It's definitely like a 5 minute.
Let me answer you real quick.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know?
Yeah, good one, old man, good one. It's definitely 5 minutes past a little bit of Round Lake, but it is a great location. They also got a Crystal Lake location, so love it, and love those guys. Definitely good friends. Definitely much appreciated. So let you guys highlight it over there. That's all, man. Now we got to get back into the stuff that we've love to talk about. But if you didn't know, coming soon, old man, Sony announced that they are making a Venom animated film. It looks like Miles Morales obviously he's doing a great job over there in the animated world. So now all of a sudden they want to dive in deep with Venom. They're bringing in good directors, but they're also bringing back Tom Hardy to possibly not really be the portrayal of the character, but Tom Hardy is going to be involved in this project. He's going to have some say-so, some input. So, what do you think? Do you think this is just a money grab for Sony to be like, you know, hey, we suck at live action, so we're going to do better in animated world? Is that what they're trying to say in this announcement?
I believe you hit the nail on the coffin, but then again, if they messed up with Venom, then what they do next? They're gonna make Craven the Hunter animated movie.
Yeah.
They're gonna make Rhino the animated movie. The problem is they're gonna, if they suck at this one, they're gonna suck with the next one, and they're gonna suck with the next one. All they have, they've been lucky with the Spider-Verse movies.
Yeah.
That's the only thing keeping them alive. But right now, the third one, after that, what do you do? And that's the thing. Once you're done with that, another fun movie would be probably uh, bringing back Day of Spider-Man Noir going toward Amazon.
Yeah.
So sometimes you might not need to make a movie. Why not just do a series, a show?
Could be. Yeah.
Elseworld, because then people could sit down and watch these shows.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So
I go with that.
So it all depends on what they want to do. One thing, Tom Hardy's Venom was very much more PG-13 than it was PG.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see if they try to make this more family friendly, knowing that Venom Venom eats people, so I wonder if they're
Eats
gonna change
heads for
that.
sure. Yep.
Yeah. So this one might just
Maybe.
fight the people, and that's it.
It's weird, man. I don't
But
know.
I don't
Like,
think he's gonna have a team.
uh, it's a weird concept. It's very weird because in my mind, it's more or less of just like, bro, I get it. You love the Spider-Verse. You love Miles Morales. You love what you did over there in the animated world. You you were very excited to what occurred, but it's more or less of just like what, like, okay, yeah, Venom didn't do so well with number 3 in the movies and stuff like that. It wasn't well received in some way, shape or form. And you don't want to let go of Tom Hardy, so you want to keep him in the project, within the project and stuff like that. So let's give him a talks and let's have him be a creator and all this kind of stuff. He loves the character. He loved what was going on, and we all still, I liked him as the Venom. I really did. I did like him as Venom. Now, my only thing would be is it's more or less of just I want to see him versus Tom Holland. I want to see him go against Tom Holland. If not, I want to see him go against a Spider-Man. Whether it could be Andrew Garfield, he could be that version of that guy. He can go against the Tobey Maguire possibly and beat him compared to freaking what's his face that was Venom over there
Um,
from 70 Show. But
Tobey
it,
Maguire. No,
yeah,
Topher Grace.
and it's okay. It's all right. It's more or less of just, they don't want to let go of the project. They don't want to do, they don't want to give MCU more, control of anything or whatever. They feel like they can do something with this. And if it does flop, literally, this is the last straw for Sony to be like, all right, that's it. This is another flop. We're done. We are done with this. We're done with Spider-Man. Just take it, Marvel. Just take it and let me just give us credit for it, please. Let it be done. My opinion.
I thought they
That's what I.
were. That's the funny
Same.
part. Is for a while I thought that they gave back everything to Marvel, saying just make the movies and pay
And
us
give us
money. That's
credit.
all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, but now it's always some producer, somebody says, "Hey, man, you had something here with Venom. We
Right.
can do something here with Venom." And us as adults are looking at it and saying, "No,
No. No. Let it
that
go.
Venom is not something you want to give kids.
Hell no. Just let it go,
Kids are
man.
gonna be
Let it
traumatized when they're done." Yeah,
give
do
it
what
back.
do what Disney says with the Frozen movie, but opposite.
Yeah.
Let it go, but I mean literally let it go. Like
Yes.
shit.
Don't hold it back. Just let it run away. Please. Just give it, you drop it off in the middle of the field and let it go. Let it run. It's crazy. It's wild. But we gotta move on though, man, because I've been waiting for this topic on point. It's the rejects of the week, everybody. Thank y'all for sticking with us, man. The rejects. These guys there's no reject to this week. There are 3 different dummies that are getting rejects of the week because they just don't know how to behave, handle themselves. They are doing the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing and watching what you say, behaving, keeping yourself safe and not putting yourself into trouble and getting away from the law. Not cheating. All right. Don't be cheating. The things that we were told as kids to not do, these 3 groups of people all of a sudden said, nah, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. So guess what happens? They all get the rejects of the week. They all deserve to be on this platform to be talked shit about because you guys are just idiots. Straight up idiots. But, oh man, let me explain to you why they're idiots. The first man on the board is none other than Shy Dummy LaBeouf. All right? This guy over here decided to enjoy himself at Mardi Gras. And then all of a sudden, you go to Mardi Gras, old man. I know it's a fun area. I know where the idea of Mardi Gras is the emphasis to drink, have fun, share some beads, see some chi-chis, and have a great time, right? But if you are a
Wait. You're
well-established
asking me like
actor,
if I've been to Mardi Gras. Old man never been to Mardi Gras.
but old man loves
Whoever
and
that guy
has
was, that
no. Oh man, you
Whoever
have that on your
whoever
bucket
that
list. Don't
was,
do that,
that was old man's evil twin, young man,
young man. Young man.
the more successful version of me, you know.
Yeah, huh. Now in general, that's what you want to do. So what happened, old man? Shia LaBeouf goes to Mardi Gras. He gets into a fight. Let me explain this properly. He gets into a fight with a staff member at a bar. The staff member escorted him out the bar. Shy becomes more aggressive, starts hitting this staff member. Shy leaves the bar, but then returns a little bit later and starts trouble with random people outside the bar. Starts fighting these random people. These are just people outside that bar. He's talking shit. He's throwing fades. He wants to throw a punch or two. He's slapping around. He's talking shit while he's doing that. And he gets his ass whooped. They all said, you know what? Let's just jump this guy because he came back by himself. We're all there. There's a video out there. We're not definitely going to post it up, but it is out there on TMZ when they reported the news where he is on the ground and he's getting pummeled. He's getting punched. He's getting slapped, but they are telling him to stay down. Don't get up. Wait until the police get there and just let it be. They're tired of his antics. And what happens to Shia LaBeouf? He goes to jail. He spends the night in jail, currently charged with 2 counts of simple battery, and is now dealing with these legal issues while he's there. But that just wasn't it, old man. That's just not it. The next day he gets out of jail. He goes back to Mardi Gras and spends his time there the rest of the week. He does behave himself. He is seen with random fans, hugging, kissing, having some fun in a freaking restaurant, having some drinks, talking shit. But he doesn't put his hands on anybody. He just looks, oh man, he looks depressed. He looks like his, mental state of just, I want to be normal, but he's a high profile man. And now, currently, whatever production crew that he was supposed to be recording with for a movie, as well as upcoming movie for the Return of the Transformers, may be in jeopardy. So, oh man, he gets rejects of the week. Do you have any advice for Mr. Shia LaBeouf?
Well, best thing I could tell him is, dude, I've always had that feeling that I can't even do nothing. Honestly, old man can't tell nothing to this guy. This guy looks like,
Yeah.
I feel like because he was an actor, I feel like, because he was a big shot back in the day,
Right.
he has that mentality that he should be the big shot that he was, that he
Yeah.
should have been where he was at.
Mm-hmm.
But look at actions like this is what causes him to drop down.
Facts.
You're not gonna, it's hard. It's gonna be hard for you to become the megastar you were.
Yeah.
And you were at the top. You made some good films, but at some point, man, allowed your stardom to get to your head, and then you
Mm-hmm.
became egotistical.
Right.
Look at the fact that you got the other guy who followed your steps after you, who did the Flash movie, who's also been blacklisted.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because of the same thing. It's people who allowed the superstar to get to them and
Yeah.
got the best of them. And now, once again, who knows if you're going to be in the Transformers movie or not?
Yeah.
And I remember when people were telling me he should be the next Robin, I was like, no. Look at the Flash. I was like, no, no,
Yeah.
keep him away from Robin.
Yeah.
Make him anything. Make him a villain. Because villains, they only appear once. They get killed off. You don't see them again.
Right. You can do a phenomenal appearance, and yeah, you can do 2 other projects afterwards, but hey, you can't come back and return this character. Go ahead.
No. So I'm gonna tell the best thing to do is right now sit back, look at your actions. If you want to try to be the Hollywood star you were back in the day, you got to let this ego go. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta, instead of trying to say, I want this movie should be the way I want it to be, everything should be the way I want it to be.
Right.
You should let
Yeah.
into everything the way it is and follow with it.
Right.
Look at the
Right.
fact that you just had a fight with people. You didn't let it go. You had to go back because you wanted to make sure that people know who you were. Well, dude, we know you were. You were on the
Right.
floor.
Yeah.
You went to jail, and probably you might have paid your bail to get out. That's wrong with your little paper showing people, look, I got out.
Right.
But you
Right.
behaved yourself, which means, one, you didn't want to scrap no more because
You got your
you
ass
didn't
whooped.
want to smoke. Yeah.
Right. Right.
And you might say, oh, it's because multiple people joined you, but it's because you probably started a fight with multiple people.
It seemed like it did. That's
There's
correct.
So people, all of them went and got their lick. It's not like
Yeah.
if you just. So I'm pretty sure you might have just punched them all at once and said, "All right, who wants them?" They all said me.
Yeah. It's just yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
So
Oh,
that's
okay. Okay. It sucks. It's freaking. It just sucks, old man. This guy was phenomenal. Even Stevens, bro. That was a great Disney show back then. Even Stevens. Oh my God. Transformers. That was his. That was his. Coming into Hollywood and becoming a great actor. And he is a phenomenal actor. I loved him in Fury. It's sad to see where this comes about. And oh man, it advice when it comes to like being a celebrity, and if you want to participate in these type of activities, you're a celebrity, right? Wouldn't you think it'd be better for him to get the balcony, keep him, let me rent out this balcony with the rest of my team and have control of this atmosphere? I can still get lit, I can still drink, I can still have fun, and interact with the fans on the floor and talk your shit or whatever case would be that you need to. But at least this way, it keeps you on barricaded in a safe location, in order for to have some fun. Don't you think that would have been a good idea?
Yeah, but people want to be in the spotlight.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the
Yep.
thing. But you
Yep.
choose the wrong spotlight. You
Facts.
choose a spotlight where people remember you now, not for the movies you made, but
Yep.
for being the guy that just got his ass kicked.
Yep. Yep. Just don't know when to quit.
Hmm.
Agree with you
That's
on that one.
pretty much it.
Yep. Now keeping on that, don't know when to quit. Oh man, Mr. Dean the Great. He just don't know when to keep his mouth shut. All right. I love that little segment. I love how we ended with that. The man don't know when to quit. This motherfucker right here, he definitely doesn't know when to quit. He don't know when to keep his mouth shut and watch what he says in front of people and act like nothing ain't gonna happen. He really don't. Now, yeah, he trains as a boxer. He does his thing. He likes to, interact, be a social media star. He's a streamer. Old man. This gentleman is a streamer. He does get himself out there and have, these celebrity boxing fights under these umbrellas of MVB promotions, and if not, and other promotions in that platform of fighting some peoples and stuff. He's trained. He can scrap. He got some hands. But when you're messing with a big bodybuilder who's also trains how to fight, and then at that too, a former UFC fighter, veteran, and talk their shit in front of them, do you really think they're not going to do something about it? Nope. They did something about it, though, man. As you see the picture on the left, he gets slapped. The picture on the right, he gets elbowed within 24 hours of each other, old man. So let me explain what happened to the first one on the left-hand side with this big bodybuilder. During the live stream, old man, he is with Quentin Rampage. Do you remember him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, Quentin Rampage has become a streamer all of a sudden. He's great interaction with the fans. So Dean the Great decides to join him on his streaming service and cross platforms with each other. Have some fun with Larry Wheels. They were just training at a little gym prior to. They were seen wrestling and doing their thing. Larry Wheels decided to kind of spin him as a helicopter like Cesaro used to do with people, except instead of the feet, he did it with the hands. Spun around a little bit, playful, whatever case would be. But they go to a restaurant. Larry brings his wife. Dean decides to drink a little bit extra, starts talking shit aggressively, right? He gets very aggressively, tends to flirt with Larry's wife. He tends to interact and talk some shit to Larry. So Dean continued to be disrespectful even after when Larry said, watch your mouth, be careful, as well as Rampage on repeated occasions. Watch your mouth, Be careful, or else he's going to do something. You can't treat a person like this. You can't treat a gentleman his caliber like this and expect nothing to happen. So, what does Dean do? As he's continuing to be disrespectful, he attempts to touch his wife, hug his wife, and then during this mixture, well, Larry decides to say, enough is enough, right across the face. He decides to give him the 5 fingers to the face, just like what Mr. Chris, sorry, not Chris. Yeah, Dave Chappelle. My apologies. Dave Chappelle did in his one skit before when he came to Charlie Murphy. What does 5 fingers say to the face? Right across. And that's what happened. That's what Larry did. He said, what did 5 fingers say to the face? Right across that face, and gave him a nice little swollen, right? Now, it wasn't just enough. It wasn't just enough. Earlier the next day, Rampage brings him back on the platform and tells Dean, apologize to him. You got a little lit. Dean said, you're right. I did get a little lit, but it hurts. I'm going to fight him. They're playful talking, it seems like, whatever case to be. But Rampage makes them shake their hands, squash the beef, understand you were disrespectful, you crossed the line. Any other man would have fucked you up. This gentleman, luckily enough, decided just to slap you into consciousness and say, relax yourself, right? So, shake hands, let it be. Later on the same day, Rampage has a party. He has multiple people over there enjoying themselves, having a great time, all this and this and that. Now, Dean comes across Mr. Tiki Golson. Tiki Golson is currently one of Rampage's managers, not just general manager, but a manager, if I'm not mistaken, to like his fight crew or whatever case to be. Sees them outside enjoying themselves as they're enjoying some drinks here and there. Dean decides to get mouthy again. He didn't learn his lesson the first time. Second time around, he gets his mouth into trouble one more again. Hey, I know who you are. I know you, man. You talking your shit. I'll knock your ass out. This and that. Mr. Tiki says, oh, for real? You knock me out? Dean walks by. Tiki says, clock him with an elbow right to, as you see right there, right across the face. Knocks him down. He gets knocked down. He starts to want to pretend like he can scrap a little bit against him, and didn't nothing happen, man. This sucks. Now all of a sudden you see Dean the Great on his live stream with a neck brace and some ice on his face, talking about he got his ass. He's like, I want to fight. I want to fight Tiki. I want to go against him in the main event. I want to fight in one of these little MMA fights or whatever. Talking about I'm going to beat you, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry, Dean. Can't do it, man. Can't do it. Now, old man, the only advice that I could tell Dean is, like we just said at the beginning of this explanation of what occurred to his dumbass. Watch your mouth. Watch what you say. You can't say stuff like the way you're saying it and expect no one to do anything about it. Plain and simple. You don't cross the boundary of touching another man's wife after multiple warnings to you. You definitely don't talk shit to a former UFC fighter, saying that you'll beat his ass in front of his face and be aggressive about it and expect that UFC fighter not to do nothing about it. He will literally mollywop you all over the floor and show you a good time. Just saying. So that is my 2 cents. That's my advice for you, Dean. If you don't listen, oh well. If you do, thank God, because your ass does not want to keep ending up on social media showing your ass getting beat. Plain and simple. Oh man, any advice to Mr. Dean the Great?
Lay out the booze. You can't handle the drinks. You can't handle the swings. I mean, come on.
That's true. That is true. I'll give you that. If he wasn't drinking, I do believe he'd probably be different. Now, mind you, this is the same fighter that was talking shit to one of Fernando Vargas's children. Do you remember the fight that happened, the little celebrity fight between Armando and another fighter? This is that fighter, old man. This is the guy who was talking shit to Armando and saying, man, I'll tell your mama to make some tortillas or some bullshit like that, talking shit about his mama, talking shit about his girl, whatever case it be. This is that fighter that was talking the shit. So, I don't know. He's just that guy. But yes, being on substances like alcohol like that, it's only going to get it worse. And as a person, you got to watch what you say. You got to understand. You got to be careful. Now, I know, why do I need to watch what I say? I'll say what I want. Whatever, man. You want to say what you want? Here's the repercussions. These are the repercussions right here. This is what's going to happen to you on a day-to-day basis if you can't stop. So that's what happens.
I mean, if you look at the dictionary of like fuck around and find out, I think his face is gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Agreed.
the thing is, I think one, it might have became popular if it had a new streaming service or Rampage streaming service.
Right.
It became a popular video to watch
Yeah.
because people are all watching and saying this guy went stepped overboard and he got what he deserved and blah blah blah.
Yep.
Second time around, same thing again. He opened his mouth, told old guy, I can beat you. Old guy just whopped him with a quick elbow and said, here, beat that.
Yeah. For real.
So in both instances, and here's the thing about, here's the thing I hate about lawsuits is the guy got punched and slapped. He could go sue them.
Facts.
But
Which he did talk
man, I'm
about.
hoping
But
that whoever is the jury or judge looks at the video and says you instigated it.
exactly.
There should be a law about instigation. Like if you provoke it, you should be the one being sued for provoking this.
Correct. Like a counter
They
suit on
didn't
that
ask
part.
for it.
Right.
Yeah. So that would be me as one, you're defending the girl. He was trying to touch his wife, he was trying to hug his wife. So that's
Yeah.
pretty much already sexually harassment in a way.
Correct.
Because what he said to her was she's fair game.
Exactly.
When did Larry said, hey, my wife's fair game? I don't recall. I don't think Larry ever said it. Rampage told him, hey, watch what you're saying. It's gonna get to the point where he already met, he got slapped by Larry. He got elbowed by this other guy. He's waiting for Rampage, I believe. I think he needs a trilogy.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, you not only do you have to lay off the booze, you have to one put your again like I told Shia LaBeouf, I'm gonna tell him put your ego in check. Check
Yeah.
your ego.
Check your ego out the door, man. Dead ass.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. All right, old man.
Yeah.
On to the next group of idiots. There wasn't just one guy like it was the last two guys. There was multiple guys. It was a whole team, old man. Canada's curling team. All right. Just can't stop poking the stone all of a sudden here. As you see in the picture, everybody, they were caught and accused. No, I won't say caught because obviously I don't know what the Olympics in general have yet to decide what's going to happen. Well, actually, they did decide, but they are not facing any type of repercussions afterwards. But they were caught and they're accused of cheating in a sense because in this specific game, have you seen this game, curling game, old man? Which I didn't even know it was called curling. Have you seen this Olympic game that's on any type of platforms at all? Have you ever seen this?
Only on the Simpsons.
So the whole point is like it's kind of like how you want to put it as how do I want to say it? So think of bowling, right?
What a
Or
more
like darts.
safer version of hockey and bowling combined?
Or hockey, yeah, hockey and bowling and darts combined. Let's put it that way. Because in darts, you want to aim for the center in a sense, right? The center is always going to be what is going to cause you to have the most points, right? And the less that they have within the circles, the better for you, right? So obviously in the rules is here's a line. You have to make sure you throw before the line. And if you throw past the line or have any type of body connection past the line, you will be in trouble, correct? Well,
yeah,
Canada, as you see in the picture, just didn't understand that part. As they're throwing and letting the stone roll off the ice, this little competitor right here decides to touch it with his index finger, give it an extra push, and even then, keeps the finger going all the way until it gets past the green line. past that green line just by a little inch. And it was this, I believe they were facing the Sweden team, and the Sweden team said, "Oh, you're cheating." They started saying all this kind of stuff. Canada's fighting back, cussing back, and I'm like, "We don't do this, we don't do that," and whatever case it be. But that is the rules. The rules are you are not supposed to touch the stone cross or after it crosses that line. Now, what happens is generally what is happening next right now is that the Olympic doesn't have any video review. They can't go back for instant replay. They won't be doing. They don't have the ability to do that in the such within the matchups. But the Olympic is aware of the circumstances. They understand what occurred, and they are reviewing all this. So the World Curling Committee, I want to say community, but it's committee. My apologies. Is meeting up about this, and they will be discussing changes and help navigate any future matchups, as well as not just for this Olympics, but moving forward for the next Olympics coming the case to be. So, Canada, you guys got a lot of heat on your butts. You guys are idiots. You shouldn't be doing that. And just please, you already made it this far. You are an Olympic team. I don't think you need to cheat to cross the finish line. Just play your game. Play, as anybody would say, play your game. Do what you do best is what you got. What got you guys got here. So why do you got to do the extra stuff, right? Right, old man.
Yeah, old man, agree.
Yeah, you're on
I'm
national
gonna put
team.
it this way. The funny thing is that you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You like paused and froze on me for a minute. I was like, oh shit, did I lose him or what?
No.
So I'm gonna put it this way. Uh, the athletic commission, like all athletes, all commissions that are out there, boxing, football, NBA, all
Yep.
that, they become more softer on their fighters compared to back in the old generations.
Facts.
Something like this, if this happened in 1920s, these guys would have not just been suspended, it would have been blacklisted from ever playing any in the sport
Yes.
again,
Yep.
in a professional level. Oh,
Correct.
but old man, you don't know what you're talking about. It couldn't happen. Well, guess what? Old man knows what he's talking about because in 1920, I forgot the year, so I don't remember the year. Old man can't remember years. The old man knows. Old man's gonna give you a little history lesson. In 1920s, the White Sox went on to the World Series. The White Sox, each player except for several,
hmm
decided to throw the game, and they threw the game just in order to get a little money on the side because they
Yep.
weren't getting paid enough, I believe.
hmm
Well, the baseball commission found out what happened. All of those players got not just suspended, each one became blacklisted to the point where they can never play for a professional baseball team again. So here's the thing: is what I'm looking at is the reason why a lot of cheaters can get away with cheating is because you can cheat today, and tomorrow they'll be like, "All right, well, we're just gonna suspend you for the next Olympics. You can come back afterwards, redeem
Yeah.
yourself,
Right.
and all you gotta do is just pay 10 grand. That's it. You're good. All of you, 10 grand. All right, call it a day." Instead of telling them, you know what, we caught you red-handed,
hmm
you cheated.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's suspend you and revoke your license until you can prove that you are worth the professional license they gave you, or you're worth being here at the Olympics.
Yeah.
Look at old girl. Old girl became won the gold medal right now.
hmm
They caught China spying and harassing her when she didn't want to do China. I think I'm not sure if that's the story, but she was given the chance to either do skating for China in 2022 or
Yeah.
do the U.S. team. She chose U.S. Apparently, her father and her were getting a lot of death threats over the
Mm.
phone. So she quit because of that reason. She comes back and wins the gold medal now. That China should have been looked into on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's another form of cheating. It's harassing a certain player. Look at Tanya Harding and what's her face. I forgot the name, but it was a figure skater.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is the one that gets hit. I forgot who, but one of them gets hit with the bat on her leg, and I can't remember if they still allow the other one to. I think Tanya Harding is the one who ordered the hit on the bat with the
Well,
bat on the other figure skater's leg.
yeah.
So I think they only suspended her, but they didn't blacklist her from playing from doing figure skating again.
Okay.
So that's the thing is, I feel like nowadays you need to start suspending your players for a lot more than just a simple you can't do the Olympics this year.
Right.
You had to wait another few more years. Be
Right.
kind of like the 10 years that Will Smith has, where he can't be at the Academy Awards for 10 years just slapping Chris Rock.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I think that's the thing you got to do here, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. No, I agree. It's you wouldn't. It's clearly seen on the video, right? And we see pictures,
Hmm.
as you see right there. They literally they violated the rules on what they're supposed to do, and yet they're not facing nothing. So right now, Sweden, currently what's at stake right now, Sweden is not letting go. They are definitely advocating and definitely going to keep fighting and going to the Olympic Committee. So truly, truly, if sportsmanship, some type of punishment needs to be laid out. There's no way that you know Canada can keep continuing getting away with this, and by next Olympic turnabout, we should see a big difference. They should definitely announce some new rules and all that good stuff. That needs to be placed. Definitely beforehand. So I agree with you on that, old man. Definitely. So,
Thank you.
well,
I
you
appreciate
guys,
that.
please let us know who was the biggest idiot, who was the biggest reject out of the three groups that we just said that you guys are tuning in and watching. Because by far you can't make this stuff up, man. People still just don't learn. When you're kids, we make mistakes. We do things at some point, shape, or form that we're not supposed to do. It is what it is. But who really would have known that even when you grow up, you still do stuff you're not supposed to do and just don't learn. Well, this is what happens, especially you want to become on people of TV. You put it on TV, and this is what happens. So it is what it is. Repercussions, man. But on to the last segment that we have here on It's Allegedly Been Said, everybody. Well, it's allegedly been said. And Andrea, I'm going to put, hopefully I'm saying this last name correctly, Arjona, all right, is reportedly the number one pick to play Wonder Woman. She is this close to being announced, and a lot of speculation that coming from the camps of the callbacks and the conversations and the people who are setting this show up. If I'm saying it's a show first, for her appearance and stuff like that. Andrea is gonna be that dub number one. She is so far getting the most callbacks. She is so far being the most hyped up over there in the DC studios for the new universe that's coming about and could be announced very soon of this character and portraying this character years to come. So I don't know, man. Do you feel like this is a good pick? I do. This was literally when they were mentioning a couple different options. Seeing her, I think this would be my first option. This would be my option for sure. What do you think?
She's not yours only. It seems like a lot of the internet community, I see people have
Mm-hmm.
chosen her too. A lot of people, when they were talking about they need a new Wonder Woman, her name has popped up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it seems like if people are voting for her, then she's pretty much your one of your best bets.
Yeah.
You can't bet on someone else when you have a high percentage looking at her. Now, will she deliver? I heard that she's a pretty good actress, so hopefully we don't get such a bland
Mm-hmm.
acting style like Gal Gadot, who looked the part but just couldn't act it.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to see what Adria does, because Adria looks the part,
Right.
She reminds me of the new 52. By the look, if you look at her, she reminds me of
Right.
that one that has the pants on and the like tiara on and all that. So she
Yeah.
reminds me of her.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to see what she does in the role.
Yeah.
So yeah, if she gets it, good because people want it, and it'll be the first time that it won't be the first time, but I think it'll be one of those times where the studio finally listens to the fans. And James Gunn has not been bad at casting people. That's one
Agreed.
thing I give him credit for.
I agree with you on that one. I think so far he's had good luck. He's had good runs, picking the right people, being who he's deciding to cast these certain characters in the DC studios. He's really done his homework, and I agree with you on that one. I think this one could be that, and I do believe that when this pick is announced, that people are definitely going to be behind it, and it's going to be a really good one, and many years to come. So I agree. On to the next allegedly been said, old man. If you didn't know, now you know. It's been allegedly said that Small Soldiers is getting a sequel all of a sudden. You know, I don't like how do you take this, old man? Like it's been quite some time, but Universal is deciding to wind back the clock here and say, well, let's make a new Small Soldiers. Let's bring it back. I'm not mad at it, but what's your opinion on it? Do you feel like this is good?
Might as well. I mean, these Universal Studios, right?
Yeah.
They're when it comes to like family movies, they've never been a miss on it. They've always been a hit. Like look at Shrek, look at
Mm-hmm.
Madagascar, look at Old Man's Adventures. They've done good, you know. You
Yeah.
can't really.
Interesting. Good one. Good slip in.
So they done good when it comes to films. Imagine the first Small Soldiers. That was a hit.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it was.
why not do a sequel? Go ahead and do a new one, add new actor voices. Heck, you can even bring in a new actor to be the main character. Who knows? But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm down for it. I mean, it brings families to go watch another family friendly movie because you're not getting that many family friendly movies like we used to back in the day.
Right.
You barely
Right.
get a Disney one, so Universal better jump back into the arena, you know?
Yep.
So I'm
Nope.
cool with it.
Sounds good. I agree with you on that one. Not too bad. I'm not mad at it. Now, also, old man, it's been allegedly said, all right, that aliens and predators are not, it's not, they're not just getting small productions here. Disney is really considering expanding this universe even more because they've been on hit after hit after hit so far. You know, Alien versus
Hmm.
Predator. They're considering number 3 in the mix. All right, number 3 is being discussed and is being in the books right now, being written. Prey sequel is also in the books and running. All right, sequel coming about from there. A new Alien film is coming about and being writing, of course, in there. So these projects are being worked on right now. That's being said over there, but it's not. You understand? These are not just the only projects that could be expanding here. We still got the Alien TV show, Alien Earth, that they're going to do a sequel for. We still got what's it called, Predator Badlands, that did great in the theaters as well as streaming platforms right now. Which, oh man, I just saw that film with the kids last Friday, and I tell you right now, that freaking movie is awesome. So that's already considered a sequel. The freaking animated, Predator Hunters, if I'm not mistaken, Hunted and
Yeah.
Hunter. That was phenomenal. That's even been talked about wise before that. There could be a sequel to that one. So, bro, who's ever in charge of the franchise or who's ever in charge of developing these stories right now currently, they're killing it. And I think they're all. This is why they're discussing with new films out there. It is well deserved. What do you think, old man?
Well, it is. I mean, look at the fact that it took us a long time to get a really good Predator film.
Yep.
People were all bashing this one that was going to come out, saying that
Right.
it doesn't look good, it's not going to
Right.
be good.
Right.
I went to watch it. I was like, wow, what a movie! This is pretty
Yep.
good.
Yep.
You went to watch it. You said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Aliens was good. Predator, animated Hunters one was really fun to watch, and I heard that probably Arnold might be the next character in that franchise of cartoon.
Exactly.
So, in my opinion, I would love to see Alien versus Predator done because the second one left a bad taste in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it'd be nice for them to redeem themselves with a sequel. But in
Okay.
my opinion, not a sequel since they're restarting everything. They could
Right.
do a prequel based on when alien the predators would come down, like the first time they had that battle against the aliens uh in the
Mm-hmm.
Aztec pyramid.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Same.
Because if you watch the beginning of that film, when you watch that when they show the movie and how they fought each other,
Yeah.
that thing was swarming with aliens climbing up that
Facts.
pyramid, and they were just
Yes.
shooting them off. And I'm
Yep.
like, and then we watched the movie, and we barely even get something like that. I'm like, oh, so you have something like that only for that little
Clip.
clip,
Yeah.
but during the film, it's only one alien per predator. I was like, that
Right.
sucks because that's what we want. We wanted a swarm of these guys coming at them.
Facts.
So
Facts.
that would be cool to see a swarm of aliens coming
Mm-hmm.
after predators.
Yep.
And instead of, it'll be four, and I think it was all four of them that were at the top of that pyramid. So it's like, did the aliens learn the lesson when they rehatched? Were they taught something when they were hatching?
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like those aliens that went after them the first time, they were just all climbing up. Or, here's my second question, or were the predators a lot smarter back in that time of the pyramid time? Because they were
Mm.
all up there like, we're going to wait for these guys to come up our way. And
Yeah.
the other
Could
one,
be.
they went hunting. That's the funny part. In the actual movie, when they finally had their fight, they
Mm-hmm.
were hunting the aliens.
Yeah.
But in the pyramid, they weren't hunting. You realize they were at the top just waiting for them to appear.
Right.
So I would like to see how that plays out. I would
Yeah.
love to see a movie based on that first battle that they had.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that one. I would like to as well. But it's interesting. I'm excited for the stories. I really am. I really like. I agree with you on what's going on with that. They're telling good stories. Whoever's writing it right now currently is developing it pretty well. Yeah, we've had some judgment on how the predator looked in Prey, but it is what it is. He looked great, and also too the same predator that looked how the predators looked in Predator Bad Borderlands or Badlands. You know, we're
Right.
not used to that concept, but it's it's working. It's working. The storytelling is what really truly matters, man. And when you tell a good story, the way it looks, it's all gonna come together. You know what I mean? You tell a good story, you put things rightfully into place. Everything else is just gonna make sense and it's gonna fit in well. And that's what I think. It really did phenomenal on the last couple films and the last couple projects that they worked on, and it's only going to be even exciting when these new projects come to be. So this right here is great news, and I not only I feel like it's allegedly been said, but I feel like of all the three the things that we've discussed, this is for sure. They are definitely going to keep expanding, and for Disney, this is a great money maker. There's no way they're not going to say no to this. So I agree with you on that one.
Actually, it'd be fun if they actually, how Schwarzenegger fought one of the predators. It'd be cool if
Mm-hmm.
Stallone teams up with them and they both play the predator.
Hey, if it's animated, I don't see why not. I don't see them not saying no to that. You know what I mean? They might say
Hmm.
yes. Might say yes. Well, that's all I
Yeah.
got for the reject rundown, old man. I appreciate you and your comments. Anything that you feel like we've missed or need to bring up?
Not at the moment. I can't think of anything now. Probably because I'm old right now. The Brian
Thanks.
Garcia and Barrios fight is going on.
Yep.
So I want to see who won that one because I don't know if it already happened or if we already have a winner.
We already have a winner. I saw a one. I'm not gonna announce it.
Oh,
If you're watching,
no, go
I'll
ahead,
let you
tell
watch
me.
it. Ryan
No, because
Garcia won.
decision.
Actually, I don't know. I think it was a knockdown. I think he won by knockout.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was pretty interesting, but yeah, he did definitely win. So well deserved from Ryan. I was actually, old man, you were probably watching on the side. I had it here too as well, and just by my opinion, he was doing the work. He was giving the business, man. He blocking pretty well. He was putting them hands in, bro.
I
So
wasn't able to watch it. I was just trying to listen to Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas is calling the fight, but I can't really hear him at all. So I was like, I gotta figure out who won then.
Yeah, we'll soon watch it, man. Not pretty bad. It's pretty good. I liked it. All right, old man. Well, that's all we got for everybody. Don't forget to tune in and watch our other fans, our other friends out there. You know, we got. Let me tell you something, brother. Oh, Wrestle 2 with the old man, as well as TDK and Zach the Mac. Roll It Up podcast, and you got Windy City Savage out there. And those who need some cuts, man, make sure you guys get that barcode, rewind the clip, and get the little barcode there. And what's it called? Make an appointment over there, which you can at Alex the Barbershop at Dynasty Barbers. Not just with Alex the Barber. There are definitely 3 other barbers that he has on there, and many more to be coming to as well. So it's expanding. He's doing his business over there. The Dynasty Barbershop is growing. So please help out if you guys need to cut, man. Looks great, looks good. Old man, that's all I got. I think we'll see you until next episode. Yeah.
Hopefully, if we can do the chamber, that'll be fun.
Facts. I agree with you. I think this is going to be a tense chamber, and I'm sure there's going to be some excitement. So
I like the fact that it's nothing but new cats are entering it, so it's not just the same old.
Right.
They're finally letting the younger generation come up.
Correct. I want to see what's going to happen, man. I really do. So
yeah, me too.
All right, I mean,
stay tuned.
Yes, indeed. We'll see you till next time, people. Peace.